Hello, boys and girls. You are looking live into the man cave in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and we are ready to go racing in the corn in Iowa. Hope everyone's doing well today. I don't know if anybody's joining me today or not. You guys may be stuck with the grumpy old man solo all day. We'll have to see. Mr. Lyle said he was questionable. Mr. Nolan is in Portland. Mr. Hopkins is coming back from drill. Aaron Bearden was supposed to join me, but he's had some weather issues in Indianapolis, so he's not making it. We got to turn you down, Mr. Corn Shirt Man, so we don't get in trouble. So yeah, I Wyatt Watson's doing IndyCar stuff. There's a bunch of us. Mr. Finley's here watching. Let's see if he chooses to join and show his smiling face. At least we got some jets flying over this time instead of helicopters and big tankers. I always like to see some jets. I'm still bitter about no Blue Angels over San Diego. I just think that was the biggest miss ever by NASCAR, not having the Blue Angels flying over a naval base for the flyover for a race. We got a few folks on. Marcus Villarreal, his usual self. Happy to say hello to everyone and ask who your pick is. Shockingly, for the 432nd consecutive time, he is picking Christopher Bell to win the race. We'll see how that comes out. Mr. Bell did not look real sharp leading up to qualifying and what have you this weekend, so we will see. Super fan Molly Castellino on board. Honestly, I think it's more than his face. I was looking as they kind of panned up on him. I believe he's put on some LBs. I don't know if he's trying to bulk up for the chase run or what's going on. It may just be that it was a week off, too. He may have been in the islands consuming some malted beverages that may have added a few pounds. But he definitely looks like he's bulking up. We'll have to see how that plays out. Billy Boy, Mr. Sellers is picking Kyle Larson today. Not a bad choice. I think you're kind of crazy not to pick Ryan Blaney myself. He's going to be my pick on this thing. Although I'll tell you what, you're not crazy to pick Joey Logano. This even year thing, I know people think it's crazy, but I am looking at it thinking he is already turning up the wick. Qualifying well at Iowa. He's good on these kinds of tracks. We will see how it plays out. Kelby Klein hasn't been around as long as Mr. Villarreal, but still probably somewhere around the 312th time Kelby Klein has picked Bubba Wallace for the win. Young Grizz putting money on Ross Chastain. Again, not a bad pick. Qualified halfway decent for today. We'll see how it plays out. It's going to be an interesting race, as they all are. But this one's kind of cool. You got an aged racetrack. I'm actually a little sad that after today, they're going to tear the thing up and repave it. I honestly would have liked to have seen them let this thing go a few more years and age a little bit more. My goodness, look who the cat dragged in. Mr. Finley is joining us. Thank you so much. I know everybody in the chat is thrilled that you showed up so they don't have to listen to just me for the next 3+ hours. Glad to see your smiling face. I don't hear you talking. I think you're on mute or something.
All right, there we go.
Hey, there you go. Look at that.
Yeah. I saw nobody else was here, so I figured I'd jump on board.
Yeah, Aaron Bearden said he might be able to join us. He was planning on it because he had company in for the weekend. They were supposed to be gone by race time, but there's weather in Indianapolis, so that has thrown a monkey wrench into the plan. So I don't know if he's going to be able to join us or not. Trey Lyle said he was questionable, which, as we all know, in the last 2 months has been questionable. So not a real shock that he may or may not be here. Our boy Brock is in the house.
It's good.
I'm feeling you, Brock. Last week, I honestly can't believe that NASCAR just said, screw it. We're letting everybody take the week off. Wouldn't it have been a great idea to run Trucks and O'Reilly at different venues and run both of them on Sunday? Have Trucks start at like noon, be done by like 2:30, and then have O'Reilly start at like 4. And you could have a doubleheader go on with the 2 support series on a week when Cup was off. I think that would have been a brilliant maneuver.
I'm fine taking a week off from NASCAR like that, but I actually would kind of like it if they do it if they would do it after the Southern 500. In all honesty, because
my vote is after.
Yeah.
My vote's after Daytona. They're going into the chase. Yeah. Let's all take a break for a week to wind down. Let the PR machine do its thing, just like the Super Bowl. You get a whole week leading up to the Super Bowl before it actually happens. I think they would be smart to do that before the playoffs start. Give everybody a chance to kind of decompress, but the teams to get all their ducks in a row and roll into the chase with the best effort they could. I think that would be smart.
I just know too, though, like the NFL is like, wait, though, it's the problem. Like, I would rather have that first week of the NFL off because everybody's going to want to watch the NFL that week.
Yeah, everybody wants to watch the NFL anyway.
Well, like back in the day, we'd have Richmond that week, and it would be on Saturday night, so it was kind of nice. But yeah.
So Jazz Anthony putting an Allmendinger pick out there. Congratulations on that. Shelby Klein, as I said, still picking Bubba Wallace.
I mean, you almost had to pick Blaney.
Now he's going to take Blaney. All right. Well, I misread that when he said a dinger pick. So maybe his dinger pick is taking Blaney.
I'd say one guy to watch today would be Austin Dillon. Osceola is really good at Richmond.
He's good at Richmond, right?
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
Yeah, and he's
as I was saying, as you were joining in, I think Logano has got a real shot. It's the even year thing. I know everybody thinks that he's been worse this year than in the past, but all of a sudden, man, they are hitting on all the cylinders. A great qualifying effort this weekend. Let's see what goes on. I believe Brad is in a backup car, or at least they obviously made adjustments and had to go to the back, as did Bell, Hamlin, and somebody else made adjustments to their brakes, replaced their rotors because they had cracks in their rotors. So they're all starting from the back. Should we be interested as to why they didn't let Trevor drive the pace car? I mean, he is a Daytona 500 winner. You would think he would be qualified to drive the pace car.
I'm sorry. I'm just I went to go pull up the points on J-Ski. This is kind of an irrelevant thing. And apparently they have a tab now called historical results. And it's weird, it's kind of like racing reference now, but it's in the J-Ski architecture. It's interesting.
Now, is it the Ladford scoring system or is it just historic results?
It's historic results.
Gotcha.
It's into it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but anyway,
a special guest appearance by longtime listener, second-time caller, Billy Sellers, rolling into the house from North Carolina. Glad to have you, Billy. Appreciate you joining to fill it out so it wasn't just me talking the whole day.
Yeah, I'm glad to be on.
Hopefully we'll get a little more entertainment having multiple people on here. We'll see how it goes on.
If Logano can get a couple wins here, I mean, we talk about how I think Junior mentioned on DJD in NASCAR simulations, the champion is in the top 6 seeds 85% of the time.
Yeah.
Logano's only about 90 points away from that, which, I mean, that is a bit, but if he wins a few races.
Yeah, a couple wins, he's right there.
Yeah.
And without further ado, ladies and gents. That green flag is in the air and we're going racing. 350 laps around what Iowa sillily, if that's a word, or maybe foolishly is a better word, is calling the fastest short track in America, because I respectfully deny that and raise you Winchester Speedway. Until you have somebody go around Iowa as fast as JoJo Hoiberg went around Winchester, you're going to have to realize that you're not the fastest short track in America.
Also, Slinger, Bristol. It's a few short tracks faster.
And that's just it. Bristol's a half mile, and they're not as fast as JoJo went around Winchester. So that's why JoJo gets to hold the banner until somebody beats it. Kenneth Clark is asking about the new rules. Are you referring to the Daytona rules where they're going to drop the spoiler down and try to get a little more drivability into these cars? I think it's worth a shot. I'm trying to understand. I watched the Actions Detrimental, not this week, but last week when Denny was on before he went on vacation right after. They said, "Oh, we're wrecking already." Tyler Reddick's second half of the season continues to just go south. Reddick just nosed it into the fence, and his day, ladies and germs, is done.
Tyler Reddick has scored the 14th most points of any driver in the last 10 races. It's been a miserable one by his standards heading into the chase.
They are. And
did he get Chastain? Oh, that was a hit.
The hit to the wall? Heck yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I want you to know I got me a new chair now.
All right.
Is it a recliner?
Yeah, it's a recliner. It's the one back behind me here.
Nice.
I work on getting a new TV.
Oh man, I don't know who that was that went to the left of Jones right there, but that could have been really big. Reddick just lost it there. That was nobody's fault but his own. See if they let this play all the way. I was hoping to see who that was that shot by Jones. Because that was... Ooh, got an in-car with Reddick too. Nice. So I must be pretty far behind you, Mr. Finley, because you were talking about that hit about 3 minutes before I saw it.
No, I saw it. You're ahead of me, Mike, in all honesty. But I saw the hit when it initially happened. Like that was a head-on hit.
Yeah, I mean that's right. And it's unfortunately, and we obviously don't want to harken back to that, but reminiscent of Earnhardt because of the other car being there, so it doesn't give the car a chance to pivot and disseminate some of that energy, and all the energy goes right through the driver.
Did the one even make contact? No, he didn't.
I don't think he did. I think the 45 just lost it. Now, mind you, the one was close, so he was taking air off the spoiler. But I do not believe he touched him. Eric Jones driving backwards down pit lane. Not sure why. But
so if you guys
how about that? Kudos to the safety crew. They've already got Reddick on the hook and in the garage area already.
That's quick.
They are seriously listening to Steve O'Donnell about speeding up these cautions. Which, by the way, I write my commentary this week on frontstretch.com, and it is going to be about cautions and the discussion of how we can speed these things up. I'm the grumpy old man. I will be taking the grumpy old man take, but I will lay out ways that we can make cautions much faster. So if you got a chance on Thursday, give it a read. I'd greatly appreciate it. It'll be on frontstretch.com.
I was surprised they didn't make every caution a quickie yellow. That seems like a very obvious thing.
I don't know that you want to make them all quickie yellows because of the fact that pit lane gets congested, and I don't think you want cars that are not on the lead lap potentially impacting the lead lap cars.
Yeah.
But I do say you after a red flag, there should be no caution. They should turn the red flag off. We come around and we go racing.
Yeah.
There should not be a caution.
And
I do understand the exception. If it's for rain, take off the red flag, run them around to the back stretch and park them. Let them dry pit lane, then come around, take one more lap and go.
We should mention for the viewers who don't know, a quickie yellow that is basically where normally they open the pits up only to lead lap calls first, and then they open it up to lap calls. A quickie yellow, which is usually called near the end of the race, or if it's a quick cleanup, is basically everybody pits together.
Right. Or if they're trying to avoid too many caution flags before an overtime restart.
Yeah.
And I'm with you, Brockster. The rule change on cautions is a beginning. But even then, if I think, and to touch on your quickie yellow idea, that's where I was kind of going with this thing too. If you have a caution within the first 20 laps after a caution, then I think it should be a quickie yellow. I think that should just be a standard. Yeah. That if it's only been 20 laps, you haven't had a chance for tires to wear even on a high wear track, that it should be a quickie yellow for anybody that wants to come in, and we get right back to it.
Kudos to NASCAR too for making. I was surprised.
They're trying, and as I've said all along, O'Donnell is going to get us back to stock car racing. We're going to get away from this IMSA crap, and we're going to get back to stock cars. I wouldn't be surprised to next year see them go to 5 lug nuts and high-profile tires. I would really be shocked if they didn't make that change.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hey,
Yvonne says hi, everybody.
Hello.
Already wrecking?
Yes, they're already wrecking. Tyler Reddick's already out of the car. He's done.
Boy.
I mean, but the NASCAR we know, Neff, usually does not make a change like this mid-season too. Like
exactly,
they're being a lot more proactive now.
But I think the outcry was so much, and it's, to be fair, it's been a ongoing outcry. I mean, they've been bitching about caution lengths for a while, and I think Indy just really highlighted it. And that's another thing too. I have a real problem with the length of any caution period at tracks like Talladega, Daytona, Indy, Pocono. When it's 2.5 miles, there is no reason that we can't be coming back, take the caution, and immediately go to pit lane. How they end up burning 2 or 3 laps before they open the pits is crazy. There's no reason for it when you're on a track that big. Statman Dale is picking Blaney. Got a lot of people on the Blaney wagon today.
Usually that 12 Penske car is pretty good here, no matter what series we're in.
Oh, that's just standings. I looked up at the scoring pile and I'm like, how the hell did Denny Hamlin get in the lead? And I realized it was just the points and not the freaking standings in the race.
I think Kyle Larson might have a pretty good chance today.
I am biased against Kyle Larson because in my NASCAR fantasy league on Facebook that I do, we picked Larson the last 3 weeks, and he has absolutely screwed us in the rear end without lubrication all 3 weeks. So I am not putting any stock in Kyle Larson until he proves otherwise.
So we had a wreck between 2 cars in the top 10 to start the day, correct?
Yes, that's a big deal.
Somehow, one of them was not the driver in 5th currently. I'm not going to mention his name because
I like to see William Byron get a win in.
Yeah, but again, Byron is starting way in the back on this thing, and it's not that long of a race. So we'll have to see.
It's interesting that SVG has been nowhere all weekend, but he's got 2 teammates in the top 7. When usually it's the reverse of this, and SVG is up there, and his 2 teammates are nowhere essentially.
Right. Statman Dale reconfirming our beliefs that Reddit got loose all by himself and was not helped in his spinning. Brockster, I'm with you on caution flags at the end of the stage going away. I've argued that forever. We didn't used to throw a caution to hand out the midway winner check back in the day. There's no reason that we should stop the race or racing. I think it destroys a lot of the strategy of the sport, and I really want us to get away from that. And with that, we're back to green. We are 12 laps in.
If I'm being cynical too, I think that's something NASCAR wants to
turn it into a grumpy old man.
Yeah, I think they want to retain the stage cautions, so they knew if they didn't do something, then that's going to gain more and more momentum until eventually they might have to respond in kind. I think this track really shows that never say never in NASCAR. Because you remember the discourse around this track 10 years ago, right, Neff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll never have a cup race. And now, next year, it's going to be on the 4th of July weekend, that premium spot.
This just in, 10 years ago, NASCAR didn't own a track.
Yeah, that too.
That makes a big difference when NASCAR owns a raceway. So Blaney, once again, hauls Bud out to the lead, but Joseph Logano is putting the screws to Larson here to try and take over second place.
I prefer
We're 3 wide in the middle of the race. What's that, Billy?
NASCAR over any day.
You're going to take NASCAR over what?
Over any car.
Hybrid or Indico, yeah.
If you say.
Yeah, those aren't good anymore. Back when they had just the standard V8 and they didn't have that big heavy hybrid on the IndyCar like that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the hybrid thing, which unfortunately NASCAR is looking at going that way too. Look at that. We're above 100 watchers already. Shout out to everybody. Thank you all so much for the support we get. Don't forget, Frontstretch is still free. If you want to keep it that way and can help us out, we greatly appreciate it. You can go to frontstretch.com/donate and share whatever your heart can afford. We would greatly appreciate it because we do not want to go to a subscription-based model. So we hope that we can get support in any way that we can so that we can stay as free as we are forever.
Yeah, I watched the race.
Wait a minute. M_Massey22? Is that the one and only M Massey chiming in?
Maybe.
That certain serious host has said a lot of crap in his life that's not accurate. I had a bit of a heated debate with him many years ago when he tried to explain to me that the Busch Series in its infancy was more popular than Pro Cup was. And I will beg to differ that Hooters Pro Cup had a better TV package and was more popular than the Busch Series was early in its life.
ASA, too. ASA produced way better talent, to be honest with you.
Yeah, true statement.
Lusty, Malk, Kawicki, Twickle. Like, who else came out of ASA in the 80s? That might be it, but like that's a pretty darn good collection now.
I mean, brain cramp now. Larry Phillips was an ASA guy.
Yeah, and to be fair to that serious host, he wasn't the only one either. Like, multiple people in the media center were like that back then. I could never do Cup. Well, guess what?
But again, back when they were saying that, almost all the tracks had 2 dates.
Yeah.
And that is a model that's going away more and more. And I still preach and pound the pavement that the day should come that no track has 2 dates, except for Daytona gets the Clash and Charlotte gets the All-Star race. And everything else should be 1 date.
Yep. There's too many great racetracks in this country.
Absolutely.
Have 2
And
dates.
especially great short tracks, which is where NASCAR was built. And due to the fact that at track attendance in general, not being specific to every race, but in general, at track attendance is down to most tracks being in the 30 to 50,000 range. And you can put up enough temporary bleachers for a local track to handle 30,000 people, especially if they know a year ahead of time they're getting a race.
Yeah, I mean, how many seats does IRP have at this point?
12,000, maybe 13,000, something like
Like
that.
you give them like a 3-year contract that starts in 2 years, and like they'll have the infrastructure for a Cup race.
Absolutely. All right, so we are 25 laps in out of 350. Ryan Blaney is leading Kyle Larson, who just set fastest lap. Joseph Logano is in third. Tyrone Gibbs is in fourth. Austin Dillon is in fifth. Connor Zillich. Could this be the week that he finally puts on a little bit of a show? I don't want to jinx him, but could this
You mentioned his name. I was trying not to mention him earlier.
Ross Chastain is in seventh. Oh, and then they switched over to show the replay here, so I can't see the scoring pylon.
Zane Smith in eighth. How about Josh Berry in ninth?
Josh Berry is a sneaky pick for this track. My two sneaky picks for today are Keselowski and Berry. Both of them have got really good average finishes in the first 2 races at Iowa.
And then rounding out the top 10 is the Gillillionaire. The Gillionaire, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And for Kelby, your boy Darrell Wallace is in 11th.
So over the off week, I went and I did basically a mock chase where I pretended.
Of course you did.
Well, I pretended like the chase started 10 races ago after Watkins Glen.
Okay.
Well, I took the points from after Watkins Glen, seeded them up, and then added the points that have been gained in the last 10 races.
Right.
I mentioned that Reddick had gained the 14th most points, right, in the last 10 races. He would still finish 5th in points because he was the 4th seed anyway.
Right.
That's how big the seeding is, guys. Like,
oh yeah, 25 points is going to be a ton for Denny when we get to the start of this thing.
Yeah, it's his year. I think. Like, if he doesn't do it, and he doesn't,
especially because if he averages a top 5 over the 10 races, I don't think anybody can beat him.
And he's got doesn't have any road courses. Doesn't have the Oval or next year Watkins Glen or anything like that. It's just straight up ovals.
His only potential real worry is Homestead being the championship race.
And Talladega.
Because assuming Tyler Reddick can get his act together and be within some points when we get to Homestead, Reddick is really good there.
Actually, something interesting, Neff, in that simulated chase, Hamlin clinches after North Wilkesboro.
Nice.
So Indianapolis is just a race. Like, it's not for the championship or anything. So
gotcha.
So if you're like a top 2, top 3 seed and you have that good of a chase, you could clinch. Like,
right.
that's not out of the realm of possibility with this seating structure.
So yeah, in that replay they just showed, you can clearly see that Reddick did not get touched by Chastain. He totally lost it by himself. All right, we're 10% of the way through the race. Top 5 right now: Blaney, Larson, oh my God, Logano, and then 2 other guys. Gibbs and Dillon.
Boss Massey pointed out that Jones wrecking probably ended his chase chances. Because this was,
unless he sweeps the next 3 races.
Yeah, which
it's America. Anything's possible.
Yeah. The good thing with Eric starting next year, you've got Darlington as that cutoff race.
Right, which is really good for him. Absolutely. Yeah. In a totally unrelated fact to today's Cup race, I thought IndyCar pulled the plug on that shirt that they had shown for the DC race for it was out for 2 days, and then they pulled it off of open market sales or whatever. But I pulled up on the old Walmart's app today, and it is still out there. And I really want to get one just because the fact that they made it is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yeah, one nation, one race. That is really mind-boggling that they put that up.
I'm gonna try to get me a Frontstretch hat pretty soon.
I gotta find out if we have that in our. Do we have that in our store? Do we have a store?
No, I don't think so.
I think we should need a store. We got to make that happen for our special guest.
Yeah, I left for a year, and that's the year we all got hats, and then I came back and no more hats. That's all I know.
There you go.
I'd like to see y'all get some posters.
Ooh, posters would be good. Nice. Good, especially autograph posters by your favorite watch party hosts.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
So, Darrell Wallace and Denny Hamlin are both up 12 spots since the start of the race. And Dennis is putting the moves on the giz right now. So the worry, I guess, for Hamlin is, does replacing the rotor take care of the brake problems that they had?
Yeah.
Because 350 races or 350 laps on this race, that's a lot of braking.
Yeah. We had brake issues before here, I think, right?
I believe so. Look at Noah Gragson putting the heat on Seaver.
Blaney, 4.7 second lead.
Yeah, he is checking out.
Yep. He's starting to lap people now.
Did you watch the ARCA race, by the way?
I did not.
I continue to always marvel. I love ARCA because it gives people a chance to race on a national stage that can't do it at the Truck O'Reilly Cup race level anymore because the barriers to getting into those races have gotten so high. So now ARCA is where you get that shot. But man, I always marvel at the difference in speed from the front runners and the back markers in ARCA. And there was somebody, and I didn't make a note of his name, and I wouldn't put it out even if I did, but was literally almost half the number of laps of the race down by the time the checkered flag flew, and did not have any kind of mechanical issue, did not have to spend any time on pit lane, simply was out there running and basically got lapped almost every other lap, which is a phenomenal amount of laps going down.
Yeah.
Now, there were some others that were down like 90-something laps, but I believe they had issues and went in the pits.
And keep in mind that next month they're going to be racing at Bristol.
Yeah, man. It's going to be awesome.
That's insane.
That's awesome. Billy, did you tell us who your pick was for today?
Kyle Larson.
All right.
Oh. Just saw Mr. Logano gave Lawson a little note.
On the way by?
Yep.
Some people say Alex Bowman might have a chance today.
He better hurry up if he's going to.
18th.
I'm truly stunned that Kyle Larson has gone almost 50 races without a win. That's remarkable, but at the same time, it also is a true statement about where Hendrick Motorsports is right now.
Yeah.
I mean, because last week was the first time they hadn't had a car in the top 10 in like 20-something years.
Yeah, it also goes to say just how good Hendrick's been for a while.
Forever,
now. Yeah. I also think we're just kind of in a bad stretch of the schedule for them compared to Penske.
Everybody has a bad slump once in a while.
Yeah. True statement.
If they're still like this come, I don't know, Kansas or Vegas or what the other mile and a half in the chase. If they're still like that there, then that's not good.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back 1988, 1992, Dale Earnhardt ran like a bag of hammers most of the time for those years.
Yeah.
But he managed to win the championships on the next year.
Used to be my boy.
He's a lot of people's boy. Blaney getting ready to put Chase Elliott a lap down.
I think he made it pretty clear he's the man, not the boy.
Yeah, Dale.
We'll point that out to you.
At least to Jeff.
Yeah, we talked about that at the Indy watch party about when they had Jeff stand up there with milk at the Champions Banquet.
Yep.
So Elliott is in 32nd. I don't know how the scoring pylon is showing him a lap down when he's clearly in front of the leader. Unfortunately for Blaney, this has taken a chunk out of lead he had built up trying to get by these guys.
Should mention, by the way, also with the Elliott family, there was apparently a plane crash this morning.
Oh, no.
At Elliott's at Elliott Field, which is like the little airport area down there in Dawsonville. We don't know who was on it. We just know Bill's made a statement and Chase is out there. So,
where's Chase at now?
31st, because he just got by Busher while they were battling with that lapper.
Yeah, I saw that.
WSB TV in Dawsonville reported that Elliott Field manager Bill Elliott said the plane lost its motor and crashed at the airport. Don't know anything else about it, but yeah.
Interesting. Man, Blaney has got to be really irritated right now. Because he's just got nowhere to go. You got 3 cars in front of you that are all taking different lines every corner.
I do think it's a nice little. So the track's going to get fully repaved after this race. I do think it's a little interesting that you do have these patches that are paved and patches that aren't paved.
Right.
So there's a little bit of a variety here. My favorite bit about that Xfinity commercial is that they shoot it so that it's not obvious Reddick's like a head smaller than Bubba.
Right. Yeah. Golly, this is just brutal for Blaney. Blaney has finally gotten beside Busher, who he was beside before, which let Elliott go to the high side and get around and steal that spot. I think he has finally cleared Busher now.
And goodbye to that lead, too, because it's now down to
he's got to figure out how to get by Elliott and ultimately Priest, who are now side by side. But yeah, Logano's clearly within sight at this point, just over a second back.
Knock on wood. If the 88 can finish the stage, I mean, job well done. This is exactly what they need. Just find a little bit of momentum you can carry into next year.
Absolutely. Blaney is finally going to clear Elliott here. Now he's got to throw the nose under Priest down here in 3. Oh, Priest gets all out of shape. Goodbye.
Oh.
All right, so Logano got it all the way down to 1.1 second.
But he's got to
him being behind those cars. Was that Larson going all the way up there? Nope, that was Hamlin going all the way up there.
He
didn't hit the wall, but he damn sure scared it.
It's a shame the stage break is coming up quick because
true statement.
I want to see another 50 laps of this.
Marcus, we got to have a talk, my friend. Because I'm sorry, this pavement is fantastic. This is exactly what we want.
I think he might
mean pavement.
I don't know if he means the current pavement or the new. It's being repaved because that does kind of stink.
The repave sucks. I wish we would do this for another 5 years before they repaved it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the love, Daytona Mike. We appreciate you, brother. We're trying to build this thing up. It'd be awesome to get this thing up to thousands of people every week because I think we could have a really fun time and be able to entice some more cool guests like Billy Sellers to come on here and hang out with us.
I kind of wish that for repaves and stuff like that, they really just consulted like the 5 most veteran drivers or whatever, and they can decide when it comes to this if it's time for a repave or not.
I wish they would do repaves with aggregate that was designed to make the tires wear.
Yeah.
Like put broken glass, metal shavings, crap like that in there so that it would, it'd be really small. So it's not something that's going to puncture a tire, but something that would wear the tires. That would be awesome. And yeah, Statman Dale, he almost did. He scared it really bad. Yeah. Daytona Mike is very excited by your shirt there, Mr. Finley.
Yes, I'm wearing it on the Stig.
He is officially wearing a Stig shirt. So here we go. Blaney coming by the line to put it on the final flag lap of the first stage. Daniel Suarez doing everything he can to stay on the lead lap, which Chase Elliott is really hoping he can pull off because then he will be the one that gets the lucky dog at the end of the stage. Boucher threw a run in there to try to get by Elliott, but he's not going to So it'll be Chase Elliott that gets the lucky pass at the end of stage number 1.
Yes.
I'm going to keep track of how long this caution's going to take.
Okay, go. Count it in number of laps. That's what I worry about. It's
Well,
not so much the time, it's the number of laps that bother me. And I'm going to take the time to fill out the end of stage 1 standing. Because that's what we do here on the Front Stretch Watch Party.
Folks, the artist formerly known as Young Ryan Blaney.
Before the mustache?
Yeah, before he became middle-aged, I guess.
Said about half the people in the stands are from his immediate family because his mom's from right down the road.
Okay, that's cool. I figure too, like, you know, the Blaneys are sprint car legends, so I reckon there's some people in town maybe for the Knoxville Nationals who came over.
Speaking of which, I didn't hear how Dade did at the 360 last night. See anything on finish of that?
I haven't seen anything.
I'll have
That
to
is-
look it up.
It is good that they're not holding it counter to the NASCAR. I mean, NASCAR is not going to be intruding on this weekend now.
Well, 360s is different from the 410s. The 410 is the big show. So it's
Yeah.
not terrible that they do it. I'd rather them do it this weekend than next weekend when it's the 410.
Yeah. It is wild that these two tracks are like 9 minutes from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we are. Finish the stage. Come back here, banners. Where are you going? Caution flag is out. And caution flags, as we all know, are yellow. Boom. Boom, de boom, boom, boom.
Chase Elliott is, I believe, a lucky dog.
Should be.
I don't know because
Because-
NASCAR won't give us the standings and timings page. It's really annoying. Laps in one down is what I'm mean.
Linda Salzberg in the house. Hi there, Linda. Glad to have you. Appreciate you supporting. Hopefully your ears have stopped ringing. We had a pipe burst in our office 3 weeks ago,
Oh,
and they have had fans blowing nonstop since then. So needless to say, trying to do telephone customer service support with the constant hum of fans in the background is really annoying. And we've had to put up with it. Linda actually moved to a different cube because she was right next to one of the fans and just couldn't do her job.
that sucks.
Statman Dale is accurate. Ryan Blaney is your winner.
You know, the interesting thing is where's Hamlin at?
Brockster, I don't know if you want to brag about the fact that you can blow harder than your fan in your helmet. Feels like that's something that a grown man should not brag about.
So if Hamlin still has issues with the brake rotors, the good thing for him is that Reddick is out.
Right.
The bad news is that Blaney is currently having, he's led every lap so far.
And I'm also excited, which we didn't really comment on as it was happening. It didn't look like anybody's trying to flip stages this weekend.
Yeah.
There was nobody that came down pit lane, 3 or 4 laps to go in the stage. So that's a positive thing. Logano hangs on to second, fought off Larson there. Off pit lane, it's Blaney, Logano, Larson, Chastain, Dillon, Briscoe, Bell, Zilich, Zane Smith, and Darrell Wallace, your top 10.
So right now, Blaney's only 110 points from Hamlin after just only applying the stage points.
But how far is he from Reddick?
He
should be down to be like 40 points by now. Because I thought it was 60 coming into the weekend.
He is 26. Only applying
nice.
stage points, not as they won.
Yeah, no, that's what I want. Just applying the stage points. So he's 26 back. So he wins stage 2. He'll be 16 back. So by the end of the day, even just a top 10 run, he's going to be right there at second place in points.
If he were to win today, then he goes and he wins next week at Richmond. All of a sudden, like Hamlin's lead might be in trouble.
It'll be perilous.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that goes to show you, too, that, I mean, I personally think Blaney might be the best driver in NASCAR right now.
Right.
Like, the fact that we're talking about him potentially being the 1 seed in a Ford.
Yeah.
Like, no other Ford in the top 8.
There's nobody else in the top 10 in a Ford.
Besides Busso. If you don't count Busso, the next Ford is Logano in 13. Like,
guys, don't get off of here, okay?
All right, Billy boy. We appreciate you hanging out, my friend.
Yeah, but I have fun being on here.
I'll do my best to try and figure out where we can get you a front stretch hat if we don't have a store, because I don't think we do. We'll see what we can arrange.
I appreciate that.
All right, man. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for coming on for a while.
I'll still be watching.
Appreciate you, my friend.
Have a good day.
You too, brother.
Bye.
See you, Billy.
Always nice to have Billy jump on and join us. It's cool having a fan spot for part of the show.
Yeah. So I bit the bullet this week, Mike.
Oh, yeah?
Let me show you.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. I was just tired of having to deal with it and having homo hair if I cut it. So I was like, screw it.
Excellent. I have most of that look, but it's not anything I have to worry about. It does it naturally.
Yeah. It had gotten to the point where I had like a little bald spot that was just glowing. And I was just like,
Right. All right, so who have we got at the racetrack this week, and are they please going to get a picture with one of those corn hats on?
Good question. Let me look it up.
What happens to Gibbs here? Left rear problem. Left rear is the problem. That's why he had a bad stop.
Wyatt, so Nolan is not there. He's at Portland.
No, Nolan's in Portland.
Man, that's the same. This is his home track.
No. He's from Idaho, not Iowa. There's a vast distance between those two states. He could practically walk to Portland by the time he flies to Iowa.
This week it is Danny Boy and Mike.
Danny Peters?
Bellafamami. Yeah.
Nice.
And Mike Bellafamami.
All right. So where are we at? We just went green. So how many laps was that? 9 laps of caution. 9.
Okay.
That's too many.
That was about 9 minutes, almost exactly.
It shouldn't be more than 5 laps.
Yeah, that was too much.
There's no reason for it to take that many laps.
Yeah. There really wasn't that big of a difference, with the stage. Well, even like the false Carlson, like that was a long Carlson too, even though they got Reddick off.
I mean, like I said, they had Reddick on the hook and in the garage within like 3 laps. That was pretty good for as tore up as that car was. Host of ours having an engine issue. That's why they were showing him. Again, we can't have the audio on for the watch party, so we are looking at the screen and dissecting as we go. But that's how we handle watch parties. Chase Briscoe up there dicing it up 6th and 7th place. Zilish, even with his pit crew, gets off in the top 10. He's still in the top 10 right now. This could be a banner day.
Blaney has retained his lead so far.
Yes, he has. Brockster, they're not going to stop counting caution laps. I mean, you especially when they have as many as they do. You can't not count those because you would add hours to every race, and that's not going to be acceptable. So they got to count them, but there just doesn't need to be as many. And there are some procedural things they can do to make that tighten up quite a bit. Which, again, Thursday on frontstretch.com, look for Mike Neff's commentary. That's what I'm going to be hitting. Christopher Bell has worked himself up to the top 10, running 6th right now. Don't look now, Villarreal. You may be right for once.
Hey, don't attack Memphis's cousin or whoever. Memphis via Villarreal. I'm guessing they're related, right?
I don't know the answer. I would think anybody with the last name of Villarreal is related in some way, shape, or form.
It's a rather bright one paint scheme. It's a lot going on
at the Hardee's paint scheme, which I was somewhat disappointed, but also somewhat happy to find out that die-cast deal at Hardee's, you have to order it from the app. You can't just walk in and order it.
I've got
so that might make the ability to get the car last a little longer. But I don't think they're all gone yet because you got to do it through the app. So I'm going to have to work at trying to do that in the not too distant future.
Yeah. Let me go grab it real quick.
Teammates side by side, Chase Briscoe and Christopher Bell. Bell got up there on pit stuff, but Briscoe has been looking strong moving forward in this race.
It's actually really good. Yeah, it's really good quality for what it is. Like,
nice.
My only complaint, I don't know if I just went to a bad location, but like I did not like that chicken. That chicken was not good.
That's one of those things that can be a challenge to have consistent quality across the board.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah. I've never had Hardee's chicken before either.
Gotcha.
That it is a salt paint scheme. It's not as good as the Kelly Olbo tribute, but I mean it's pretty solid.
Right.
Stuff.
Christopher Bell fights off Briscoe and hangs on to that 6th spot. Oh, Ty Gibbs getting way high. Opens the door for Chase Elliott and Austin Hill both. Caution flag is out.
Uh-oh.
Who is it?
We have a caution.
97, Brocker. Sorry to tell you, brother.
Oh.
The Giz going for the spin cycle.
That's really weird because, like, he's pretty good at which one? He's just not good here.
Statman Dale confirming what we saw. The Brockster #1 fans car goes around.
Mr. TV, so there you go. TV director couldn't find the sock.
Why did he stop to talk to the official? That's interesting.
Let's see this.
So here we go again. All right. So we're at a caution, lap 92. So let's Let's dissect this caution because he went around. There was no debris on the track. And again, we're within 20 laps of the previous caution, right? We went back to green on lap 79. We're now at 92, so it's been 13 laps. So why do we have lead lap cars go in and then lap down cars go in when they were all just on pit road? This is a moment where you should have a quickie caution.
I'm just confused why there's a caution. If he
Because
didn't
the car
hit anything,
was sideways in the middle of the track. You got to give him a chance to get himself moving and be out of the way. Hocevar on pit road, even though it's not open, because he's having engine problems, so he's all the way at the back anyway.
this gamble worked out great for Busso. Latorre just mentioned that Busso stayed out on the last caution so he could get his lap back, which you can do as a wave around.
Right.
And he ended up getting it with this quick yellow.
All right, so thumbs up on this. We had the caution at 92. We picked up the field for 93, and now we're in the pits for 94.
It's not terrible.
Nope.
Now, how long do we get back to green, though?
Yeah, that's the thing. Now, did we have a quickie caution, or we're going to have another group?
Another lap?
Yeah, so it looks like Elliott and Hocevar did not pit. Which is curious why Elliott would not pit.
Grand Slam attempt is over for Blaney because he's not going to be leading this lap.
Right.
You said Hocevar didn't pit?
That's what they were showing, but I think that's because because he came in and then went back out in front of the leaders.
Yeah.
But he's going to have to start tail end because he pitted before the pits were open.
I'm betting the 9 is just kind of doing a little gamble here because it's like they can't really.
Yeah, because they're tail end of the lead lap.
Then they're not going to do anything.
And it's only been 13 laps, so why not take a shot? See if we get another quickie caution or relatively quick caution where everybody's together pitting, and then you're back in sequence. But you gain all that space.
Yeah, and if there's a caution 20 laps from now, well,
right,
that's going to force everybody to pit. Then you're in business. And you can save a set in case, yeah. I'm going to go try and refill my drink.
So now we've got the RFK guys doing bed commercials too. Crowd shot. Hi, crowd. Good looking crowd in Iowa. I know they announced it as a sellout. I don't know, what is the capacity of your Iowa Speedway?
Iowa can't sell out. Fake news. Shouldn't have a cup race. We'll never have a cup race. I appreciate that Cheetos is still putting money into the sport after Kyle died. Very easy.
Yeah, hopefully they will be back next year. That'll be the Capacity is 30,000 people at Iowa.
It looks like some of those seats, though, were from Kansas because it's got like that yellow and blue.
Yeah.
Probably the case.
I would really appreciate this pace car thing a lot more if Trevor was driving. I just don't like the fact that he's just riding.
How long do you think this lasts?
Oh, it'll do it the whole
Oh,
the whole USA Network season. Are they at least putting the Homestead finale on NBC?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it's the contract calls for them to broadcast a certain amount of races on NBC, and that's just part of the contract. So they got to carry it. They're carrying Daytona, and then the last 3 races of the season on NBC.
All right, so we're at lap 98. So that was basically a 6-lap caution. And we're wrecking again.
Well, that was fun.
Oh, good. I didn't even have to change it from caution flag, and we're back at it. Ricky Stenhouse, I was hoping for him to have a decent day. Now, mind you, he backed it into the fence. Didn't really hit it hard, so it doesn't look like he's got tremendous back-end damage. So now here's the opportunity, as we have talked, that
This
they
should be
could
quick.
really, they should really be able to make this a really quick caution. Hookah-mania, I'm with you. I would like this if he was driving because he could throw some information, but just riding along, doing nothing for me.
This probably should not have been a caution just yet. They should have given it a minute to see if he could get 5 before the leaders came back around.
Yep, I agree. But we did that early in the year. We don't do it now. I don't know why we've gotten back to the old ways. And yes, thank you, Statman Dale, for confirming. We appreciate it.
4 wide at Iowa is not going to end well.
Seldom works well. And he was almost 5 at that point. But yeah, not a big impact, so it didn't really damage the back of the car. I'm wondering if Stenhouse has toe link damage there because that tire looked like it was cambered pretty good for a right rear. And McDowell got anywhere he can go. Yeah, I can't put anything on McDowell there. He had a car to his inside. They were going down into the corner.
It's just racing. I think 9 times out of 10, when you go full wide like that, it's just, and there's a wreck that happens.
Things are not going to work out well.
Yeah.
Agreed. See, and here's the deal where we've got this commercial break right now. When we come back from this commercial break, we should be going green. We will not be, but we should.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this Trevor Bain thing is going to work. I mean, because
I agree.
The reality is, too, it's like we have so many less pit road reporters now, regardless of who's covering it. And you're going to take one of them and you're going to put them in the pace call. Why?
I will still never understand that Ashley commercial.
So, okay. I saw the commercial for Guaza olive oil.
Okay.
I think that's how you say it, right? I got
I believe so.
two questions. Number one, why did they shoot it at Bland's Hats with a yellow NASCAR? Like, very obviously, they shot it at Bland's Hats.
But is it in a foreign olive oil company? I mean, aren't they based in Italy?
I'm guessing, but it's just kind of weird, right?
So it's probably a company filming it that's based over there.
I'm guessing.
So why would they fly everything over here to take pictures of a car when it's probably a lot cheaper to just fly a car over there? Or there's probably cars over there that run around in historic racing things over there.
My guess is they probably shot it when Yo NASCAR was at Bland's Hats a couple months ago. Because I went and looked it up.
Right.
Second question. Is there a difference between like a regular olive oil and a premium olive oil?
Virgin olive oil.
Well, yeah, there is obviously there's a difference there, but like it's just kind of weird. Like, am I gonna fry something and like when I bite into it, I'm like, oh, I got the wrong brand of olive oil this week at the store, I guess.
So we got a docu-series coming up starting tonight on USA.
Yes. We're going to be talking about Moonshine Origins, which, God, I kind of want us to do a live stream of that, and I just go ham on whatever they say. To be honest.
Right. So this was a 5-lap caution.
Okay.
I would have liked to have seen it before, but at least we're trying.
We're not quite at NO 2003 levels, which is 4 laps, but we're getting there.
Right.
And I think the other part of that docuseries airing tonight is the 1979 Daytona 500, which
I would imagine. I mean, because it's the reason we're all here.
It is kind of a topic that's been done to death, though. Also kind of sucks.
Bubba Wallace making a move to the inside to take the top spot, preventing Blaney from getting by Elliott.
Whoa.
Is Wallace going to lead at the line?
Here comes Bubba.
Oh, my. He almost led. He's in second. Let's see what happens as Blaney gets back in traffic here a little bit. Because here comes Logano. Logano getting up into it.
Bubba Wallace, who also has not won since last year at Indianapolis.
Right.
So he's hungry for a win now.
Especially seeing the year Reddick has had.
He's going to lose more and more time the longer he stays up there with Chase. So.
And is he going to slide job him? Slide job! Slide job! There you have it. And as usual, our resident Italiano chimes in to give us the explanation on olive oil. Superfan Molly Castellino telling us one is lighter than the other. Virgin has less olive taste. Used it to make a cake, and you can tell you used olive oil. There you go. Go right to the source, man. You get an Italian, they'll lay it out for you.
I did post my take on Blue Sky, and one of my buddies did mention that the third most Italian thing about me is how much this post made me upset.
So don't look now, but Darrell Wallace is stretching it out. 0.4 of a second as Blaney's trying to get inside Elliott. To be fair, Elliott's at a disadvantage with tires. But if he can stretch this thing to stay in the top 10 until the next group pitting caution.
Oh my God. Enough.
Yes, sir.
Oh, James Quouch just mentioned in our Frontstretch Slack chat. With 27 caution laps so far, Trevor Bayne has a new career high for laps led in his Cup.
Nice.
Poor Trevor. When Kenseth got in that car and did nothing in it, I felt so bad for Trevor Bayne. Because, like, people gave him so much shit over the years, and it's like, then when you put Kenseth in there and he didn't do anything, it's like, well,
Right.
it's just Rouse. That's the problem.
Yep. So Blaney is by Elliott. He is 0.6 of a second back from Darrell. You're calling Austin Dillon, looking good, running in 5th.
Yep.
Dennis is all the way up to 9th. He is in the top 10. And Josh Berry just stuck his nose into the top 10 briefly. He and Connor Zilisch doing it out for the last spot in the top 10.
I imagine, too, Denny really liked Bubba taking that lead away from Blaney.
You know that. Larson still holding on to the fast lap of the race.
The magic number for Denny right now is 76. Because if his lead on second place is at least 76 after Loudon in a couple weeks, he will clinch the 1 seed heading into Daytona.
Oh, I thought you were worried about his magic number to clinch a chase spot, because hasn't he already done that?
I'm sure he already has. If not, he's probably going to do it today.
Yeah, I thought the top 3 or 4 had already clinched it.
I think they did.
Superfan Molly also pointing out to us that Graza is Spanish olive oil and not Italian olive oil.
That makes sense then if they shot it at Brands Hats and not literally any Italian racetrack. There's like 10 of them.
Hookah, you have to also include Daytona there, my friend.
And Darlington. He's good at Darlington.
He's got a 600 win, too.
Austin Dillon has a very good chance of being the next guy to win the Daytona 500, the World 600, and the Southern 500 in the career. Like, he's almost there. And Darlington is arguably his best racetrack of the 3.
Did I miss something? How is Briscoe back in 15th? He and Bell were dueling it out, and Bell's up here in 6th.
Might have got shuffled back, though.
Bell was almost in the wall, because that's a good 30 degrees out right there.
Yeah. Well, already a third of the way through the race.
Whee!
Ooh, that was I just saw that Bell incident right there. William.
Yeah, man. He was all kinds of sideways and took Larson out there to almost hit the wall.
I love that little rivalry of those. They're probably going to be career rivals.
But they're buddies. It's not like they don't like each other. That's where I like the Hein Kosovar rivalry better, because they
just hate each other. Yeah. Bell and Larson are much more of a petty Pearson rivalry, where like they don't really hate each other. They just got to beat each other.
Yeah, because they know that they're the two best guys.
no matter where they're at, too.
That's my boy Massey, always keeping Lee Diffie honest.
Bubba Wallace.
And you know, with Massey calling, with Diffie calling, you know that we got Carl Lawson running around there in 7th too. I can't, and he knows I can't. I can't stand Lee Diffie calling stock car races. I can't. It makes.
I mean, look, at the very least, he can pronounce SVG's name right.
I don't know. I haven't heard him say it. I have to feel like he would butcher it. I don't know, Hookah. I feel like if you really wanted to patch the seams, you could do it. NASCAR is wanting this to lead to pack racing because they think pack racing is what everybody wants. And you get pack racing when you have new asphalt. That's why I'm really happy that I think by 2028, Atlanta will be back to old Atlanta. I don't think we're going to have this crap that we have now anymore. I think it will get back to what it was.
I think the great Matt Weaver of motorsport.com has mentioned this. Iowa is kind of it's not really a short track. It's more of a speedway. Like, it's not even like Richmond where it's pretending to be a short track, but it drives like a speedway.
Mr. Weaver Mr. Weaver and I fight a lot about short tracks because trust me, he's a short track dude. He's the master in the short track world.
Yes.
But I will fight him to the death, and he knows I'll fight him to the death, that 1 mile tracks are short tracks. And he says they're not. And I fight with him all the time because 1 mile tracks are short tracks. And we will fight it. But to be fair, Iowa's less than a mile. So it's a short track, and he cannot dispute it.
Yeah. I mean, the teams treat I think the teams treat everything up to Loudon as a short track.
I think Loudon, Phoenix, both get short track packages as far as the teams are concerned.
It's complicated because I disagree in calling them short tracks, but they're also not really intermediate, so I don't know what exactly to call them. So they're kind of weird, like
Statman Dale, keeping an eye on Josh Berry, who was up to 9th.
Yeah.
My sneaky picks for the weekend were Berry and Keselowski. So right now I'm 50-50. Berry's having a day. Keselowski is running like his typical bag of hammers.
I'll tell you.
Here comes C-Bell. C-Bell up to 5th, going by Austin Dillon like he is tied to a post.
That Chase Elliott gamble has worked out beautifully. Like, he's installed right now.
So far, yeah.
Yeah.
He has managed to stay up there. And Darrell's holding it out there. I mean, he's in a 3/4 second lead and has been for a while.
Yeah. You can tell Blaney's got the better call, but it's just so damn hard to pass in these things now because everybody's running the same speed.
And as they say, they're running so fast through the corners.
Yep.
That's what I always argue that point too. They need to make the car so that you have to use the brakes in order to make it turn at the corner. And the bottom line is right now they don't have to use the brakes. They just lift, coast a little bit, and get right back on the gas.
Well, like we've seen in road courses too, where it's like the most action at Sonoma happens in that turn 11 happen. Because the cars, it's all about getting enough speed through there and then being late on the brakes to get by people.
Yep. Super fan Molly Castellino wants to turn the sound off on her TV because she's not a Carl Lawson fan either.
Yeah, it's interesting because usually the 97's been the only actual call.
Yeah,
And this
1 and
week it's the
88 both
opposite.
showing up this week.
Yep.
Although the race is still young, but for now, this has been a career oval day for Zilish in the Cup Series.
So the good news for SVG is that he's back on the lead lap because he was the lucky dog under the Stenhouse Carlson. The bad news is he hasn't made up any positions and he's a few laps away from getting lapped. Again.
You could have a for the folks that were shouting out that Alex Bowman might have a shot. He is in 15th. So he can sniff the lead from 14.3 seconds back. I still wish we could have a crew chief race.
Used to have one, didn't we?
Back when they did for an exhibition thing somewhere.
Yeah, for like the
because Cliff Daniels is a wheel dude. He'll give it a run. And of course, Randy, Zilich's crew chief. I used to work on his late model. He can run.
I think that was back when the 600 and the All-Star race were solid. And that was like part of the festivities.
Yeah, they ran a crew chief race like on the quarter mile on the front stretch or something.
And they also ran like the better half dash then too. Yeah.
In cars initially, and then they turned it into like a foot race and it just got stupid.
Yeah.
I liked it when they were in bandoleros, although I hated it. And God, now I'm getting so bad with names as I get older. The lady from MRO, they gave her a bandolero car that looked like a Richard Petty Superbird, and it had that great big wing on the back of it. They made her take the wing off before she could compete in the race.
It
looked so cool, and they made her take the wing off of it to run the race. I was bummed out.
So goofy. We have Carlson, I think.
Oh, Joey Logano goes way ahead. Hey, Carson Hocevar. Logano went way high and almost drilled Kosovar. That about got exciting right there. Hocevar goes around again. I shouldn't say again. I think that's his first spin. He's just been having engine issues. Wee.
Hey, the TV finally caught up for me. That's funny. The following Logano cut to Hocevar right ahead. That looked like watching live. That looked like when the Owens got on track on Chicagoland.
Yeah.
Where they're following the guy and they cut to like the Owens right ahead of him. All right. I think Hocevar just wants to be done with today.
So we're at 68 laps to go in the stage.
So, will the Chase Elliott fans give Alan Gustafson like maybe a month off from being
Hell no.
No.
You ought to know that by now. Come on. He wins races, then they want him to be fired. So, wow, it did 70, 140, and 140. That's weird.
Yeah. So, with these new caution rules, I'm trying to understand this. If the caution is called on like with 12 laps to go on the stage, and it bleeds over into within 10 laps, are they still going to restart then?
I thought it had to be called with 10 laps in the stage for it to be considered the end.
So, like, even if it bleeds into that.
It's right, which I also think should be adjusted based on the size of the track.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a caution at Martinsville 20 laps before the end of the stage, you're going to burn through those laps faster than a caution at Kansas with 10 laps to go on the stage. Everybody's on pit lane. Chase Elliott, first one hitting his pit stall. Uh-oh, they're having a problem of some sort. I don't know if it's a jack. I don't know if it's, what do we got? We got a problem. Looks like it was a jack. Chase Elliott, this whole gamble they put on has officially gone to hell in a handbasket. So Bell, Hamlin, Briscoe, McDowell stay out. Logano, Chastain, Zillish, Byron, Barry, Blaney, Zane Smith. Your first 6, 7, so it looks like 7 off of pit road. So here we go. We come around on Elliott's car. And somehow the jack man kind of tried to grab the jack, which dropped the jack. So now they got to get the low profile jack out to get it under the car, to get the car in the air.
Oh.
And hilarity ensued.
The engine just blew on our website. We're getting it fixed, folks.
We blew an engine?
Yeah, the website's down.
Frontstretch?
Yeah.
No way.
Yep, engine blew.
Say it ain't.
Oh boy, we're getting it fixed, folks.
Get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, from the hills of Virginia,
Oh boy.
rolling in to make an appearance, still not wearing his front stretch hat,
Tway?
Mr. Michael.
The
man, the myth, the legend.
No,
Glad to see you, brother. I didn't think I was going to see you today.
I figured I'd hop on during this lull.
Look, he's even got the hat there. He's just not wearing it. Well, you ain't lying. The site is down. Holy crap.
Yeah, the site's down right now.
Yeah, but admin Dan is, he's
So
got
again, remember, folks, Front Stretch is free. We don't want to go to a subscription-based model. So in order to keep us free, anybody that can help, we need you. Frontstretch.com/donate.
Mm-hmm.
We would appreciate you.
admin Dan he's on the little pulley thing on it. What
He's
is
over
that
there
thing?
filling the gerbils food thing so that they can
Yeah.
get cranked up again. By the way, Mr. Massey, a discussion that we had between the two of us a week or two ago, and you made a comment about a certain visual component that looked like something from a hostage situation. I can't get that out of my head now whenever I see that.
Yes.
Especially at the very end, there's like a glance off camera with 2 seconds to go that just, I see that.
It messes
and that's
up.
all that I have in my mind is that it's a hostage situation.
Like, why did
It
you
just
not
makes me
reshoot
laugh.
that, Tom? You messed up in it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah, it very much reminds me of the Osama videos stuff in the cave.
Just remember, Massey, that the checks get mailed in 3 months.
I gotta keep my mouth shut for 3 months. But yeah,
Bubba,
So
too
what's-
fast.
they're saying Bubba was too fast.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's a killer.
Chase
He
Elliott's
sure left
pit
the car
crew.
that was behind him.
Yeah, he took. You could see the speed there.
Yeah,
Um,
that's an absolute.
So what's your
especially
take
under
on this Bane and the pace car thing there, Mr. Massey?
honestly, I was zoning out every time it happened. It didn't add anything for me. It didn't.
I would like
ruin
like it if he was driving. I just don't get him right.
Honestly, isn't that a distraction for the pace car driver?
Yeah.
Like, is
I
he
don't
gonna
I don't
miss
think the pace
pull it
car
in?
driver gives a crap what he's doing.
Who is the pace car driver now?
So we
It's
went
not
back to
Brett.
6.
It's not Brett anymore.
Oh no, Brett hadn't done it for years. It was Kip Childress for a while, but he's not doing it anymore either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is now.
Kips is with Call.
Restart.
We need Elmo back.
Maryland's own Elmo.
The ghost of Elmo.
Oh my, Larson way high, losing spots like a leaky sieve. Oh, and then he wrecks Bowman.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And the caution's out. Now here's one of those for you, Mr. Finley. Why is this a caution?
Yeah, the only argument
He's still
is
rolling.
debris.
There's no debris coming off the car. Where's Larson going?
Yeah, they should have let it go, and then if they saw a big hunk fly off the 48,
Yeah, if you get
then
rubber
throw it.
flying off or a bumper cover or
Yeah,
something.
that's just Larson and Bowman season in a nutshell right there.
Yeah.
So what is going on here?
I think
So
they did that.
Larson's way up high and then gets down on the door on Nemechek.
Yeah, what is he trying to? I guess he expected Nemechek to go a little lower.
I can kind of understand that being.
You can't go that far down on Nemechek there. I don't think that's right.
Crazy.
No.
And then we're 4 wide coming off the corner. That's never going to work out.
I can kind of understand that being the caution because of Bowman's tire web. Because you're not going to know. You're just not going to know if there's any debris on track.
Yeah, he is shredded.
That's why they have people around the track looking for debris.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that being a caution. Now, again,
yeah,
here's another opportunity. This should be a quickie caution.
Yes,
we should not waste many laps doing this. And this is where we can fix this. And I've been teasing it all day, Mr. Massey. My commentary this week is going to be about caution flags. So if you want to check it,
because
Thursday on Frontstretch.
Like the stage move was good up in the positive direction, but it still doesn't help the fact that cautions take 10 minutes every time.
Yeah, I mean they got it down to 9 minutes. What they do.
But
yeah,
that's like I'm saying right here. This should be a quickie caution. So we should already be on pit lane because we're already our second lap in since the caution flew. Yeah. And we're not on pit lane yet.
Oh, and I got an update for you guys. Breaking news. Alex Palou is leading the IndyCar race now.
Really?
Wow.
I thought Rosenquist was going to make it through turn 1 and lead the whole thing.
He was. He had led most of it till now. I don't really know what the strategy is because I don't have the sound going on it.
It's a fun little.
So here comes Carl Lawson down for a pit stop.
There's one driver I know who would really love it if Cup went to Portland.
There's one driver?
Yeah, there's at least one who would really love it. Huh?
AJ?
No.
SVG?
Yes. Because Portland is...
Zillish was pretty good there, too.
I would say Portland is the most similar track to a typical supercars track. Flat, salt, like it's very very quick lap times.
Yeah.
I
was saying AJ was good there too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, then
we should already be back to going green right now.
Looks like Ty Gibbs was good at Portland.
Ty Gibbs was good at Portland.
It's interesting because Ty Gibbs usually isn't good.
The pass in the grass, it was not a pass.
Yeah, why is Nolan at Portland and not at his home track, Massey?
If Iowa. Yeah, it's so weird, right? Actually, Ty Gibbs never won at Portland.
Really?
Huh. Yeah, I understand that.
It was Allmendinger won it in 22, the year he was full-time there. Custer won it.
Yeah.
SVG and Zillage. So Custer's the anomaly in there.
Yeah, SVG dominated when he was there. Like That was one of those race weekends where they unloaded and like SVG was a second faster than everybody else in Blackness.
And to be fair, Colt Custard is good on road courses, man.
Oh yeah,
He won in trucks on road courses. He won in Xfinity on road courses.
Colt Custard's not a bad driver. The problem is he's at the perpetual hamster wheel that is Haas factory team.
Well,
the perpetual hamster wheel that runs the Frontstretch website.
Did you see what Eric Amarola's former spotter tweeted yesterday?
I did not.
What?
He said that they could have been Kevin Harvick Haas, but they wanted to do their own thing. So apparently, I guess Kevin Harvick, maybe Harvick offered to buy out Tony when all that went down.
Interesting. I'm honestly surprised Harvick sold out to begin with, because I thought he was a good team. I mean, they were doing everything right. They were winning races. They were taking care of their people. I was really surprised that they gave up on that.
Sights back up.
Yeah, I think.
All right. Gerbils have been fed.
Anyway.
I think Hornaday would have won more truck championships, maybe. And I think Elliott Sadler would have won some O'Reilly championships.
So here we are. So we are at, I believe that'll be 5 laps under this caution. So they shaved 1 lap. So if they did it as a quickie caution, that shaved a lap. I still think they should be able to shave 2 more laps off that. But they at least shaved some time.
Okay, so how did Bell and Hamlin get up here?
Good
They
pit
took
stops.
two
Oh my
tires.
God, that's an ugly color green right there. Woof.
So the thing is, like, Chase Elliott showed the tires don't matter at all.
Oh, I don't know about no matter at all.
And I'm so
They matter. They just don't matter as much as people might think. But you got the whole field coming down for tires 20 laps into a run. So
That's
don't
fair.
say they don't matter.
But these guys,
Blaney
left
way up
side.
the track.
Maybe it's left sides don't matter. Because a lot of them took
Left
the
sides
tires.
don't matter. I'll give you that.
I'm so
Don't look now, my friend. We've talked about this on the happy hour. Well, you've talked about it. I've listened to it. Joseph Logano has found it.
It would not shock me if he did a Tony Stewart.
He's going to make a run. I'm not saying he's going to win it, but he's going to make a run. He's going to make people nervous at the end of the chase.
I bet he at least gets top 4, so he would continue that streak of championship 4 every even year.
We were talking to Olio Massey about how he's only about 90 points away from the top 6.
Yeah.
That can easily be made up.
Like, say he wins today and next week. He's way closer.
He's right there. Yeah.
And then you got Daytona, which anybody can win that.
Yep.
Well, New Hampshire. He's pretty good at New Hampshire.
He's been known to be. Look at Tyrone up in here. That was a pit maneuver because he was way back. They had a horrible pit stop.
We're really going to see what Blaney's got now because he's back in 14th after that.
Well, he won't be for long, but yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Noah Gregson up in here trying to stick his nose in the top 10.
Yeah. Hey, we're back to WWE promos.
So you know what we need that we haven't had yet, and I don't know that we will. Pancakes.
Pancakes.
We need
pancakes. We went from Fox plugging SmackDown basically every other NASCAR stage to now USA plugging SmackDown a couple years afterwards. Kind of
circle.
Which isn't ESPN the broadcast partner for WWE now?
For the pay-per-views and stuff like that, I think. I think SmackDown still is USA, and Netflix has Raw.
And TNT has AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had AEW promotions, at least a couple, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Zilich has clawed his way back up to 8th.
We just need Prime to pick up some wrestling somewhere.
Yeah.
So it sounds like nothing's different with the USA team. What I wonder is if the NBC team is going to be like all new people, or how that's going to look.
Yeah. I mean, we know, God, who's the pit reporter? Dave Bones?
Dave Burns. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dave Bones and Diffie are both NBC people.
They had Dave Burns in the truck in the pre-race talking about how he used to have a CDL. I try to picture Dave Burns driving an 18.
I can't really see him as a trucker.
No.
Statman Dale confirms that Prime has AEW pay-per-views.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So there you go. Statman Dale always has the answers. That's why he's an integral part of this show.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get Statman Dale to jump on for a guest appearance on the watch party.
He joins and it's just turns out it's just Steven's Bono account.
Yeah, HBO Max has AEW, TNT,
AEW.
Is it streaming only, or does it show on like TNT or TBS or whatever?
Yeah, it's on TNT and TBS.
Okay.
Yeah. Dynamite. I like that this guy, the guy that owns AEW, who is, I think, the son of the Jacksonville Jaguars owner. Like, when he was growing up, he would play like these computer wrestling Komodo games. And he would call his like TV show Dynamite. So when he got his own wrestling company, he's like, well, that's going to be the TV show name.
Cool.
Josh Berry getting after it. Short track man.
Lawson was 3 laps down.
Yeah, they brought him in. Looked like he had a bent toe link, I think, for the right rear.
Yeah. Another bad one for him.
As I talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, had Larson for the last 3 weeks in my Facebook fantasy, and he proceeded to run like an absolute bag of hammers.
Gotta wonder if it's normal Hendrick sandbagging, but not a good idea if they're sandbagging. To be honest.
It's one thing to be normal Hendrick sandbag. It's another thing to be wrecking out of every race, and that's what he's been doing.
Well, like the seeding, their points picture, they are kind of on the cusp of being competitive in the chase. Top 6 is where you need to be at to compete for a championship, more than likely.
Darrell is up 8 spots since the restart in 18th position. He's got a ways to go, get back to the lead.
Laney's not going anywhere. Stuck in 14th.
It's kind of like watching North Wilkesboro. Bless you.
So we're learning that track position is everything. Yeah.
Well, it's not just here. It's everywhere with this car.
Yeah. Because the cars are just too similar.
Cars, drivers, everything.
I like some of the drivers.
Well, it's good and bad in that the level of talent in Cup right now is crazy. Like, I think, no disrespect to Cody Ware, he's probably the worst of the bunch, and he's not that. He's still good enough to keep it out of the wall most weeks.
He's gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
he wrecks less than Kyle Larson does.
That is true.
Everybody else, you could put them in a Hendrick car and they're going to be competitive. Like, you know.
Yeah, honestly, Cody Ware wrecks less than Tyler Reddick recently.
True statement.
Oh, Lawson.
Yeah.
Granted,
and once again, back to our discussion from a few weeks back about the length of races. Kyle Larson once again runs a shorter race.
Yeah.
He continues to do it.
Now, Cody, when he does wreck, it's usually pretty spectacular.
It's usually
You're welcome, Billy boy. We were glad to have you, man. Thanks for making a guest appearance, brother.
Yeah, Billy. It's good to see you earlier.
Wasn't it Chicago last year or a couple years ago where he just had the worst wreck? Like, yeah.
He had one this year.
And they didn't.
I think that was pretty rough.
And they don't call
Glen, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I might be thinking of.
Yeah, it's like 2 road courses recently. He's had that.
Yeah, and they didn't throw a Carlson.
What race was it this year? Denny was leading and like coming to the white flag. Cody Ware's sitting there parked on the track.
Yep.
Yeah. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Fanatics.
So the annoying part to me, it feels to me like USA and Fox are coordinating commercials. Anytime I look up IndyCar and NASCAR commercials at the same time.
They probably do that on purpose. That would not surprise me.
Yeah.
But this, once again, what we're watching right now is why another of the many arguments to do away with the caution flags for stage breaks. Because they say that they need them for television commercials.
But
we're running side by side right now.
Uh-huh.
We can run them side by side. We don't have to have a caution to run commercials.
I don't know why IndyCar started at 3 o'clock. Why'd they do that?
Because they're 6. Stupid.
They're West Coast.
Well,
It's
to be fair, they couldn't start at 5 because they would run out of daylight in Portland.
Yeah,
because they don't have lights because it's a street course.
Well, I mean, they started 1 p.m. They could have started a little later.
Well, yeah, but then if they start at 1 and they're overlapping with the Cup race still. The theory is you should have started it. Now, again, to be fair, why we're starting the Cup race at 3:30 is a whole nother discussion. Because that should be at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
No. Iowa is 1 hour behind us, right?
Correct. They are Central Time.
Yeah. Okay, so you could do a 2 o'clock Eastern. I'll give you that.
We call that the Dover stuff.
Statman Dale backing up Cody Ware spun at Kansas as Denny was about to win the race.
Because they usually start Dover at 2 o'clock because no lights and everything.
And Billy, commentary, wrestling sucks now. Wow. To be fair, Ric Flair says he's coming out of retirement, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, it sucked ever since Waddy Piper retired, let's be honest.
Wow, that's way back. Tim Brown, our resident Michigan person, wants to know what's going on with Ho Seaver. Ho Seaver is having engine issues, so he's been battling at the back of the lead lap, then proceeded to spin out from the back of the pack and has therefore lost a couple laps.
Having one of those days where he just wants it to be over.
One of those days where you have to go out there and turn laps, but you ain't going to turn a bunch of laps.
Especially.
By the way, your boy Blaney's up to 13th, battling for 12th right now.
Especially at a couple laps from now, when Bell's going to start lapping these guys, and he's going to lose.
Actually,
lucky dog.
Osavar's only 1 lap down.
Yep, if that's a Carlson right now, he's in business, but he's about
for now. Although
it won't
be long before Van Gisbergen goes a lap down. Van Gisbergen's battling for Cody Ware to stay on the lead lap.
Yep.
So much for the Giz figuring out ovals.
I think Bell is right there too.
The Gibbs is in 6th.
I think he's figured out ovals, or at least as much as he's going to. It's just Trackhouse.
He's going to figure out more about ovals. I promise you that. The day is going to come where he's going to win 5 or 6 ovals in a year, on top of 4 or 5 freaking road courses. You're going to see him having. You're going to have an 8 or 9 win year by SVG before he quits this.
Is he going to win the championship?
Assuming now that's assuming he doesn't pack up and go back to Australia in another year, because he has said all along that this is a short-term thing and he's going back to run supercars in another year or 2. So if he does that, then he may not. But if he sticks this out for 10 more years, he'll have a year where he wins 8 or 9 races.
The big thing was saying there were 2 things that drove him away from supercars, even before Chicago happened. He was already talking about coming to NASCAR. One was just the lack of racing over there. They do maybe 12 dates a year at supercars. So, like, he wasn't really doing a whole lot of racing. And the other thing was the current era supercar is really not, he did not like it one bit. So maybe in the next era of supercar, whenever that
kind of
comes
like
out,
the current era of the stock car.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is funny because this is very similar to that. And that's why he's where he is.
Blaney's up to 11th. The interesting graphic they just had up there a second or so ago, the cut line is now a 32-point gap from 16th to 17th.
Yep.
Oh.
Wow.
Hendrick and Puis. Yep.
The official representative for SVG in the room is speaking up that he is not going back to supercars. He says if he goes back, he's going to be a rally racer, which would be fun. I think SVG would be awesome at rally.
I agree with Block. If we don't,
that.
Let's count out if he were to come back as a endurance driver, because there are some races on the Supercar calendar where they have second drivers. Like, he might come back and do that for like Bathurst or something, but I do agree with Block. He's never going to come back full time or anything.
Right, IMSA, like 24 hours.
Look now, Joseph is putting the pressure on Hamlin for 3rd.
Yeah. Like Bathurst is like 600 miles, but you have 2 guys to a call.
Well, like,
Logano to 3rd.
Has he ever done Le Mans? I'm sure he'd want to try that at some point.
Yeah.
You would imagine.
The good thing, I mean, he can do anything, Willie, except anything sort of a Formula 1 test at this point. Mm-hmm. He can probably get his hands up to.
The thing with the new IndyCar coming out is every like major racing series at their worst car right now.
Yeah.
It feels like this Cup car. You mentioned with supercars, F1, people don't seem happy over there.
No.
And then IndyCar sounds like a misstep on what they got coming out.
Well, and also too, the Cohen IndyCar is like, I mean, it's a Frankenstein monster at this point. Like, wasn't built for this Halo, wasn't built, and it was able to survive the Halo transition well.
Sure.
But then they put
I'm waiting to see him put little propellers on them so that they have the generator regenerating based on wind energy while they're going down the straights.
Don't give Fox too many ideas, because they might do that.
Yeah, there's no way that could go over and chop a driver's head off mid-race.
No, not little bitty ones. They're not going to chop something off. You got a helmet on. I do believe we're in the middle of the longest green flag run of the race, kids.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, Block, but I think that's not uncommon to have like supercar legends show up in those secondary driver positions. Like, I think Win Cup was doing it
Joseph
recently.
Joseph putting the pressure on Briscoe for the second spot.
It's the logging.
Here he comes. Slide job! Slide job! Joseph Logano, second place. Now he's got 12 laps Can he shave 3.7 seconds off? I don't think so.
Chase Briscoe, who thankfully nobody yesterday remembered is an ALCA champion.
Did they not remember
It's
that?
inside joke, though.
During the ARCA race, they showed him as an ARCA champion and pointed out that he won at Iowa.
You gotta realize that list you put up. You could have told me SVG's an ARCA champion, and I'd go along with it. I mean, you could tell me Cody Ware's the ARCA champion.
So here's a stat, though. I've realized there's been only one ALCA champion who has gone on to win a Cup championship.
It's Benny Parsons, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Benny's the only one.
But ARCA back then and ARCA today.
But the time's coming
very
because
different.
Chase Briscoe is going to win a championship, my friends. I'm telling you,
I think
it
so.
will happen.
Yeah.
He's got a chance.
He's good enough. He will get
As
there.
long as he's in that 19 car, he's got a chance.
There's a
He
lot
will
of
get there.
guys who I would put in the he's got a chance category right now. I don't think there's a whole lot of drivers that are like, this guy is absolutely going to win the championship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ty Dillon's going to win it.
No.
Well, I mean, Ty Gibbs is probably another that.
I think Byron's probably going to win one eventually.
Yeah. I thought this was going to be his year.
Outside of Denny, I would say Byron is probably the most likely.
Just because he was very consistent the last couple of years, but this year he's really fallen off.
Yeah. Well, he's also only 30, I think.
Hey, don't look now. Willie B is top 10.
Yeah,
Running 7th.
Former Iowa winner.
Actually, it's 1 year since his last win, right? He won here last year.
Oh, man. Man, who's winning all these cup races?
Boys, by the way.
Seems like every other person in the field has this long winless streak. Bell.
Dennis is winning all of them.
The problem is 2 guys have won 9 races.
And then you go to the road courses and,
Yes, you
it's
do.
not even a contest usually.
Corey Himes stealing wins from people.
Yeah, Himes got 2.
Reddick.
Mm-hmm.
SVG trying like hell to stay on that lead lap. I don't think it's going to happen. It's like Dennis is going to lose 6th as well.
See, Shane needs to bring out the caution here so the stage will be over. He'll stay on lead lap.
Time to do the Lobby Golden Special and throw some track pad out there.
Speaking of which, I saw somebody at a local track put out a message about that.
Yep. South Boston.
Was it South Boston that somebody threw
Landon Hamilton?
Landon threw something on the track, so they freaking moved him back to last place, took away his prize money, put him on probation.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And that's big because he's the points leader, I think.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Okay.
It's a tight points battle between him.
It's always a tight points battle at South Boston because they don't do any kind of invert or handicapping. So
straight up,
whoever wins the pole wins 90% of the freaking races. Ooh, Byron doing a dance going down into 1. 2 laps to go. Can Dennis hold him off for 2 laps? We're about to find out, ladies and germs. Quick replay of Byron doing the do-si-do, tank slapping. The Giz, can he hold him off for 1 more lap?
Crazy.
Here comes Bell.
I think old Bell just didn't want to poke the bear.
Byron coming to the line. Can Dennis get the run on the high side? Yes. Dennis got the run.
That's very helpful, though.
All right.
SVG.
Chastain, Gibbs, Briscoe, Hamlone, Byron, Blaney. Oh, Blaney got in front of Zane.
Hey,
So Blaney ends up 8th.
if things continue, Denny's going to have a huge points lead after today.
Smith ends up 9th. And Zilish rounded out
So-
your top 10. There we
152.
go.
No, well, really 150 to be honest with you. After next week would clinch the 1 seed, heading into Loudon for Denny. So
Into
if
Loudon.
Weddick and Blaney have bad weeks next week, I mean, we could see him clinch way early.
Yeah.
All right, gents. I'm going to run, take a leak, and fill up my water cup. So you guys got the con for the next 3 minutes.
Gotcha. So we
All
went
right.
to Carlson at 1:54:37 on the official time.
154.
Let's see if they can beat 9 minutes.
They won't. They won't.
No, they won't.
This will probably be the longest one of the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I think that was kind of a cynical play on their end, as far as like we don't want to get rid of stage breaks, and we don't want the fans to keep calling to end stage breaks. So we're gonna try and do this stuff now to try to get that thought out of their heads. I don't think it's gonna work, but yeah.
It'll help here and there, but you didn't have the one lap shootout every week.
Yeah.
It was just like, I don't know, once a month,
no.
once every 2 months, something like that.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to update it next year because you can't have that at a road course.
A 10 lap.
10 lap,
long.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even
Like,
I guess, even like Daytona, I feel like Daytona Talladega, I feel like that's too long. But I'm fine with it though. Get the stage out of the way. I mean,
I'd rather just not have stages.
the same.
Yeah.
It's like a 2% victory.
Yeah.
Getting this.
That fourth stage was really starting to get interesting right when they threw the caution.
Mm-hmm.
And like
That's the thing is like the first 2 stages, the way they play out most of the time, like the stage ends. What just happened? Something's beeping in my ear.
uh-oh.
I think it's severe thunderstorm warning. I think is what it is.
Oh,
That's what it is.
It's just fascinating to me that NASCAR made this call a spec call, which means that the biggest difference between cars are the tires, which means that we don't really have that much great racing until we get a pit cycle in under green flag conditions, which means they made a call that's completely counter to what they consider to be good racing.
Yeah, exactly. Like next week would be way better with no stages too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But like Denny's pointed out, a lot of these the first 2 stages of a lot of races, we got pit stops. The stage ends right before the tires would really start to wear.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think this was like what, lap 40 this year for this week for lap 1, stage 1.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Oh, Logano problem. Pit road, you had to back up.
Oh.
Yeah, the Jack.
I mean, look, Blaney's pit crew hadn't screwed up recently, so it might as well be Logano's.
That is a horrendous pit stop right there.
Well, I guess they at least caught it. Man, I gotta switch off during the break. I switched over to the IndyCar audio, and because it's local Fox, I'm getting severe thunderstorm warning.
That's
beeps
funny.
in my ear.
Yuck.
And then, funny thing is, you'll be listening to that. You'll go back to the race broadcast, and then you'll get the elevator music for when they play the race audio. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
I need to ask Bowles who decided that. That's a little.
I don't know.
It's a little goofy.
Like the F1 one was better. Because it sounded like the good,
Like an
the
actual
bad, the
wedding.
ugly.
Yeah.
It always sounded like Drew.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with you, Brockster. I think Bell cut SVG a break.
Mm-hmm.
Why does this dude on the Trilogy commercial look like Roger Staubach?
It's a wild poll.
Yeah.
All right, we are up to over 6 minutes now.
So out of curiosity, do you guys really think that it was a planned thing all along that Liberty Mutual was going to come out with this little Muppet ball thing and call it Liberty Bibberty?
No.
Or is that something that has just evolved from the idiot on the commercial to begin with?
I think it's all evolution thing.
I think
Okay, because I was going to give them a huge thumbs up if they truly planned this that far out ahead, that they had that moron say Liberty Bibbity, and then it ultimately turned into a Muppet.
Nothing that annoying is planned.
I love that, like, all of the Liberty commercials are just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and there's no joke beyond that. It's just everything's bad.
The only Liberty commercial that I like is the football one where the emu goes on the football field and then Doug goes running out there to like try to stop him. And that security guy just absolutely spears him and lays him out. Yeah. That's the only thing in that whole campaign that I've ever liked.
But like they do like all these dumb campaigns, and it's like even Liberty Bibbity like isn't really. I mean, nobody is really like, oh man, I love the Liberty Bibbity guy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
The only one I really liked was when the seagulls come in and just annihilate the guy. Speaking of seagulls, I had a true PSD moment. Was it Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night. Driving down the road, minding my own business. A flock of geese flies into my car.
Ooh.
I hit at least 5 of them. One of them I know was dead because he was laying in the middle of the road that I saw in my rearview mirror. But almost knocked the rearview mirror off the right side of my car. I had goose poop on my car. It was one of the weirdest things I've ever experienced.
Well,
and I mean, literally, I'm driving down a road and they come buzzing across the road perpendicular and just I plowed into them. There was nothing I could do.
The car
got a big dent in the hood.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Other than that, not bad. All right, so we were at. So are we at 218? Was that 219? So that was a 9-lap caution. 9 laps, way too long.
How many minutes?
That was a little under 9.
A little under 9, okay.
It's under 9.
We're making progress.
It's still
We've only lost 18 minutes.
It's still way too long.
Well, that's the thing. Like, NFL halftime is 10 minutes. So you're putting 2 halftimes in races.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too long.
Could you imagine if they did like a
just look now, Ryan Blaney's in the lead.
If they did one stage and it was just at halftime of these races and the top 20 got points, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Again, I love stage racing. I hate stage cautions. There's no reason to have a caution. It ruins strategy. It just
so now
the race of a race out of the driver and team's hands.
Now the race is actually on. Now we spent 2 hours doing the 2 heat races, and now we have the actual race. Like it's a little ridiculous.
Somebody suggested on Twitter like a month or so ago. They were talking about the length of races, like doing heats for short tracks. Like they tried
did
that
that?
10 years ago.
Yeah,
Didn't
it did not
It
work
was
out.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did not work out.
We had one great heat in like the 5-race experiment, and that was only because it was Lawson and somebody else at Bristol going at it. That was it.
So
Hey,
where
who
did
mentioned
Logano
AJ?
slide in on this deal? Is he like
Who
30th?
mentioned? Somebody mentioned AJ could win today. I think, but was it Billy?
Logano
in-
is 23rd.
AJ is up to 6th.
Hey, AJ's in 6th. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, if he could pull out a win, I mean, that would be the biggest upset since like
Probably Keselowski.
Regan Smith, maybe.
No, Justin Haley.
He just hit.
Yeah.
Well,
But that was a weather deal.
First
That was
legit.
the
First legit
most
one since
bullshit,
Regan
yeah.
Smith, I'd say.
Yeah.
Or Busher. Busher was weather too.
Non-weather.
Statman Dale pointing out Carl Lawson once again to the garage.
Because Wigan Smith held off Cole Edwards
Casey
in Walsh
Kane.
equipment and much older tires, like at Darlington.
It was impressive.
That was one of the greatest, the last like 2 decades. That was like one of the best races.
That was one of the best years. We had so many great races in 2011. And then we had
Tyrone is now up to 4th.
Well, you remember what stole the headlines of that Regan Smith win was Harvick and Kyle Busch.
Oh,
getting into it.
Yeah. And that was also a great ending too, because we had Tony and Cole go at it in the season finale, and then the next morning Cole Busch got fired.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And
thanks, Way Alfala. Because he was there, and I think he taped it. Like in the garage. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
It was him going off on Jerry Punch, right? And then Bob was the next year.
Yeah, I think it was it Jerry or was he going up against Little? It might have been Jerry. Yeah, I think.
But like watching that clip, I get why Kurt got frustrated. They took forever.
Yeah.
And he's already out of the race, so he's already mad.
And he already had to wait forever because it was like the first lady and the second lady were there, so like security was insane. Yeah.
It was kind of a perfect storm for him.
Yeah.
So we haven't had a full green flag run to a pit stop yet. Have we got an idea what the pit window is on this thing? I feel like it's like 110 laps or something.
Yeah, because you can go on this tire for a while. Denny just mentioned over the radio he's got about half the brake he needs.
You don't need brakes with the car.
Ty Dillon in 15th. How about that?
Austin Dillon in 7th.
If Zillitz can finish this race in 13th, they are going to be spraying they're going to be spraying Yoo-Hoo at the 88 pit box.
Red Bull.
Yeah, I think Red Bull is the more accurate statement on that one.
Hey, we got Tommy Joe cigars last night. Brendan Poole top 10.
That's good.
Oh, nice. Slide job. Briscoe just did a slide job on Elliott. Speaking of slide jobs, did you boys see the end of that dirt late model race with Jonathan Davenport and James Dixon.
How did
They
that?
traded the lead 4 times in the last 2 laps.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It was phenomenal.
Did you guys see the Portland finish in Orca West?
No.
I did not.
Well, was it Mason Massey, I think?
He won, didn't he?
Yeah, he was 4th coming to the white flag.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
My cousin.
Yep.
Spells his last name wrong.
It's because he's from that other part of the family.
Another
you know?
why.
They disowned you guys.
They used to own the IE Massey's.
Oh. So the new NASCAR video game coming out, they took out, so Portland is in the game, but they took out the ability to win the Nopes call though. So it's literally only there for the Orca series.
That's stupid. You should be, I mean, it's a video game. You should be able to run any series at any track that's on there.
Yeah. Like I want to win the
Yeah,
cup
that's
call
dumb.
at Wockingham. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
enjoy that while you can.
Chastain,
Yeah.
Gibbs, and Hamlin, your top 5 as we go to another commercial break.
We should be thankful that iRacing got that scan in when they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't look now, but Noah Gragson is about to pass Chase Elliott.
This is honestly the best Noah's looked all year.
This would be when the Alan Gustafson crowd gets ape shit.
Yeah, this one was not great because he's got 70 lap older tires than everybody.
Not everybody, but a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Whoa, Gibbs got a little out of shape going up there. Almost took out Chastain. And here comes Barry.
Where's Barry?
Right behind Zane Smith. And
Oh, yeah.
13th.
You know, I like the way that car looks. That green and yellow.
And once again, it's not the same as CW, but close. USA doesn't scroll the scoring banner during commercials. So we could have a real banger race for 13th to 20th and have no idea because they don't show it on the banner.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at Ty Gibbs just goes zinging past Chastain. Ty Gibbs, 3rd place.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
What was that?
We have the Wiley Hopes alert. Wiley Hopes is currently winning 25th.
Oh, man.
That's it.
Why? I need contact.
So you're on like their distribution list from X or something?
Yes. The Wiley Hopes update.
And it sounds like a death on Pac-Man?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
what other sound would they use? To be fair.
I don't know. A trumpet? Like a call to charge? I don't know.
Oh, we've got Will Power leading the IndyCar race now with 25 to go.
That must be a pit strategy call.
So Mark Morton was on the Dale Jr. download this week.
Yes, he was.
And great episode. Everybody should listen to it.
I haven't finished the roundtable one yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah, I'm about
I haven't
halfway
listened to the roundtable. I'm probably not going to be honest. But the Mark Morton episode's great because he's basically saying what I was saying in January about how, Michael McDowell's in 23rd. If we get a restart now, he's not going to try to drive up and wreck himself to try to get 5 spots up,
Yeah.
because it's like there is a penalty to doing that. He can't just be like, oh, I'll just win a race next week and that'll smooth things out.
Bell.
Oh,
Sorry. Bell for the lead.
Yeah.
Bell came shooting up there. Had to check himself before he wrecked himself.
Christopher Bell trying to get the first, I think the first pass under green besides restarts we've had for the lead today. I think. Maybe.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Speaking of passes, I think we talked about this. No, we didn't, because we haven't had Indy was the last race. Actions detrimental. Denny talked about with with this generation car. Last year, not this year, last year at Indianapolis, they're after one lap after a restart. So once everybody settled in on the first lap after the restart, there were 8 green flag passes through the entire field for the entire race. 8 passes.
At Indy?
At Indy.
Last year or this year?
Last year. 2025.
Okay. That's funny.
8 passes through the entire field for the entire race.
Yep.
Please get these cars off the ground. Please.
Well,
I'm begging.
That's why Brian France was like, oh, we need to turn Indy into a restrictor plate race.
No, we don't. We need to get them off the ground. Watch 94, 95, and 96. When the front of the car was this far off the ground, there were slingshot passes. You could come from way back and go by people. Now it's physically impossible to pass a car.
Yeah, I mean, Cody Ware, not to knock Cody again. Cody was running, I was watching lap times on Timing and Scoring. Cody Ware was running only about 0.6 off the leader in the last one, though. That is not fast enough that's not slow enough to where the second can get by you or anybody can get by you. Like,
right.
That's only, with accounting for distance, that's only about a 10th slower at like Bristol, as an example. Like,
yeah, the cars are stuck to the ground.
This is like this. We talk about this being like Richmond. This is like watching a Richmond race.
Yeah,
where you gain a little bit every lap. Yeah. You have a mistake and you drop back and you got to gain it all back again, and eventually you finally get by the guy.
I feel like this is like old school Richmond from like
10 years ago.
Yeah, the current Richmond, there's a lot less incidents.
So your boy Elliott Gustafson makes the call. He's the first one to pit that can now make it to the end of the race.
Yeah, honestly, the Richmond race of like 2022 or 23 spring doesn't get enough credit, where Denny was a whole lap down.
Yeah.
And passed the entire field twice to win the thing.
And then we have the dual zone tires then.
Yep.
Yeah. Those were actually decent races.
And that's why we really do. I think that might be an answer we could look into, to be honest, because that's the biggest difference in spec car racing like this is tires, and we're only wanting one tire at these tracks. So it's all about tire life. If you do different compounds,
that's why, and I argue that all the time. We have 4 types of tracks. We should have 4 different sets of tires, a soft, medium, and hard for the 4 types of tracks. And the teams can use as many of whatever ones they want, or you give them 5 of each type of set or something. We don't specify if you have to use soft and hards and that crap that Indy does. You use what you want to use, but you've got 5 of each type of tire that you can use throughout the whole weekend. That's what we need. And then get rocket science out of tires. There's no reason that these tires have to be this freaking specific, that we have different compounds for left and right side tires for a given track in the spring and in the fall. They even change up the compounds for different times of years at the same track. It's just, it's lunacy.
if you took stage breaks away from road courses, you gave them 3 different tire compounds, and they said you have to win at least 2 of them in the race. Those races would be incredible. I can promise you. Like, they've never tried it, and they really should with this call.
Bradley Thomas, as far as I know, we'll have somebody there. We try to have somebody.
I'll be there.
Race.
I'll be in Milwaukee.
Michael Massey's going to drive to Milwaukee and drink a lot of Pabst Blue Ribbon over the weekend.
Hey,
no, it's
guess
cow.
What? Friday night, Packers preseason game.
Ooh.
Saturday, Sunday races.
I'd rather have hot needles stuck under my fingernails. Is it in Milwaukee, or are you driving up to Green Bay?
Driving to Green Bay.
Ugh.
Yeah.
At least you get to go to. At least you get to go to Lambeau. I'll give you that.
Exactly. To me,
That's cool.
It's a similar experience because, but it's only $50 for a really good seat as opposed to $400.
It's gonna be too hot though.
Again, they got to pay me. They got to pay me that much money to go see a Packers game.
You got to go to Lambeau in like December.
You know,
I do love
the Super Bowl champs before they win it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I do love that the league will just feed us a South team. They'll just make them go up to Green Bay in December. It's always really funny. I think this year it's the Dolphins who are getting fed to us, I think, on December 20th in Lambeau.
The Texans on Monday Night Football in January.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I feel you, Bradley. It's very disappointing when they can't figure out how to schedule races so that they don't run on top of stuff like that.
But that's like when they had trucks at the Milwaukee Mile. It was the week before the IndyCar race. So, of course, nobody went to it.
Yeah.
Because you're picking one or the other.
Why are you picking one or the other?
Yeah.
Truck tickets are like $25. Go to the race.
Yeah, but if you don't live in the area, you're just driving to Milwaukee for the race. Like if you're 2 hours out, it's 2 weekends in a row. They should have had a companion weekend.
And
I agree with that. That would have been smart. Hey, Austin, we're glad to have you, brother.
And the trucks won't actually.
Brock, I knew there was a reason I liked you even less.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Go Pack, go.
Cowboys.
I think
nauseating.
Oh my goodness, I lost my train of thought now because of the cowboy hating. Trucks weren't doing the actual state fair, was it?
No.
That might be
fair promotes IndyCar, and they do a much better job than.
And they didn't promote.
Spire promoted the truck race.
See, but to be fair, IndyCar used to be the week after Indy, which was not during the thing.
Yep. Which I miss. I wonder
if Spire's going to get another O'Reilly and truck date somewhere else.
Yeah,
because they were the promoters for Rockingham.
That's because who's going to buy Rockingham's the next question.
That was the last Nopes standalone, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Portland had already gone.
Yeah, Austin. There's been definite cool racing going on.
We just haven't seen most of it, to be honest.
We did get to see. We did just get to see an on-track pass for the lead. That was exciting.
With short track racing, like it's just really hard to cover on TV. All the action, like it's not easy.
Yeah. So there's your chase bubble again. 29 points between Cindric and Priest.
You know what the difference there is, right? You get rid of that stupid penalty on Priest.
Yeah, you get rid of that penalty, it's 4 points.
Yeah.
I think Diffie just mentioned they are commercial free rest of the way.
Oh, good.
For 80 laps?
I think so.
I'll believe that when I see it. I bet if there's a caution there.
Well, I mean, if it goes green, it'll be over in 40 minutes.
If it goes green, okay. But if it doesn't go green.
It's wild looking at the bubble and seeing Suarez ahead of Bywin and Logano.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cindric. That car's got a old school either Earnhardt or Rusty Wallace kind of feel to it.
Is he wanting the Tron call?
because it's mostly black.
Is it the Tron call though?
I don't
Oh
think
no,
it's
it's
a
not the
Tron
Tron
car.
call.
Right
Is
there
No,
in front of
Is
that,
it
that little
Advance
valve.
Auto?
it's like Met. No, it's Flightliner,
Okay.
which is B2B with Penske trucks. I work.
Yeah.
Everything on, we had that discussion a week or two ago. Everything on Penske is B2B.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like his NASCAR team is just a big old tax write off.
What is the? I'm trying to think here. What is the? Who's the Tron call sponsor?
No idea.
I don't know.
I don't remember because it's been around for a while now. Let me go look.
Here comes Danny or Brown Chastain.
Trying to be. He's rapping about him. He was in front of him there and then lost out when Cindric got down in front of him.
Good Lord, JC already has a page for 2027 paint schemes.
Nice.
Well, yeah, because they're already introducing stuff.
They said that Denny's average finish at Iowa is below 30th, so he's
having a good day. So as Mr. Bell goes by the start-finish line right now, we are at 75 laps to go. Christopher Bell leads Ryan Blaney. Tyrone Gibbs is in third. Ross Chastain in fourth. Dennis Hamlin rounding out your top five. Chase Briscoe in sixth. Josh Berry is in seventh. Anthony Joseph Allmendinger is in eighth. And then, of course, they turned off the night scoring pylon again.
Austin Dillon's in ninth, and William Byron rounds out the top 10.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Tron call was Flightliner too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which is the same. Like, they should run that. I don't know why they don't. Instead, it's just like a black base.
So at this pace, we should be somewhere around 40 minutes till the race is done, barring your caution.
Please, no caution.
Hey, Gibbs is complaining about oil on the track.
Oh, no.
Of course he is.
Because did you see him get by?
Because he's 3 seconds back.
Because he got low on Blaney and then slid up the track a lap or two ago.
Yeah, because there's less banking. It's progressive.
No.
The progressive is Denny.
This track is dry.
Now Bell's stuck in behind 3 cars dueling again.
This track is drier than a Mackenzie stand-up routine. We don't need any of that oil reports or anything like that.
Oh, look at that. He'll be here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to tip your waiters and waitresses.
Let's say progressive is on Denny's car, not Ty Gibbs' car.
Chase Elliott about to go a lap down, and everybody on the Alan Gustafson hate wagon is ready to have a conniption.
Even though Chase got stage points he wouldn't have had this today without Alan. That 21 finally has something.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't figured out the scoring pylon.
They're in the top 10 this week, which means they're Penske call.
Because they're showing Cindric and Elliott already a lap down, which means Elliott's going to go 2 laps down here.
If you're Barry, you got to think going into next week, that might be the last best chance you have at winning a race in Cup.
We still race at Martinsville, my friend.
Martinsville.
I don't know if you've ever seen Josh Berry run in Martinsville, but that sumbitch can get around that place.
I'd say New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire's another shot.
Well, Martinsville too. The Wood brothers are motivated to go though. Is all.
Well, and I mean Josh is an animal there.
Yeah. It reminds me of a couple years ago when Sainz was out at Ferrari, and we got down to the last few races of the season, where it's like he got a little more desperate every week because he was going to Williams. It was his last really good shot to win races for a long time.
Yeah. Well, Barry is one of the names mentioned for colleague next year.
12 is spinning.
All right, Blaney to pit lane.
We got some green
So
flag.
now let's see where he comes out in relation to Elliott.
This is going to be
Elliott went in and had 20 laps on fresh tires.
Yep.
So let's see where he comes out in relation to Elliott. Bowman Shulman's in pit lane too, as is Tyrone Dillon.
This is going to be a lot of fun if this race stays green.
Well, it's Blaney's
get a caution
it,
halfway through and trap half the field 2 laps down.
Yeah, but if this race stays green, it's going to be Chase leading, and then Blaney's going to overtake him, and then whoever pits last is going to be chasing Blaney down more than likely.
That'd be a Denny move, probably.
Yeah, Denny's spinning.
Usually
Here's Denny now. Speaking of the devil.
Huh?
If I'm Barry, I'm staying out.
Go for it.
Might as well.
See if you can go the whole way.
Yeah. Barry and
now
Austin.
Let's see if Dennis can get off of here without. Let's see if Dennis gets off here without speeding.
I might even put Chastain in that group too, of Barry and Dylan and Noah. Like you don't have a chance at making the playoffs, so you might as well just go for it. Yeah.
All right, so here goes Blaney. Where is he in relationship to Elliott? Dinger's in the pits.
Roll the dice, and it might come up with a 6 instead of just pitting and being happy with the top 10.
Austin Dillon stay out, and then just get Austin Hill to go wreck somebody.
So no Trey this week, huh?
He said he was questionable, which I assume meant he wasn't showing up.
Trey hasn't been on here in a while, has he?
Trey ain't been on here since January.
I'll yell at him next week when I see him on Friday at the truck race.
What? He's going to be at the track next week?
That's what Tom told me.
I feel like we should put a protest in for that. If you can't show up for the watch party, you can't go to the track. Mr. Massey shows up when he's going to be in Milwaukee next week. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he'll be in
Milwaukee in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Christopher Bell is in the pits.
Yeah,
Blaney's
I'm only going
by the pits right now.
I'm only going for the truck race too. So
that's my dad's doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not bothering with the cup races. Are just too big.
He's in the pits as well.
To be honest,
here comes Blaney getting into turn 3 as Bell drops. Gibbs is already out. Gibbs leapfrogs Bell on pit lane. Blaney's going by start finish lane as Gibbs comes off into the turns. Blaney should blow by him here coming down a backstretch. Oh, he's not going to. He's going to go by Bell, but he's not going to get by. Oh, he didn't get by Bell.
Wow.
I thought that must have been Barry up there. I thought that was Blaney going by there.
So Ty Gibbs is in the best position now.
Yep.
2-tire call. And
look at Cold Custard is second best. Don't look now, Cold Custard getting ready to upset the world. How cool would that be? That would be the death knell for Iowa, though. You win the race, and then your track goes off the schedule. Thank you, Kentucky.
Did Custard pit already?
I believe so.
But yeah, smart call by Tyler Allen to do 2 tires there because we saw 2 tires is pretty good way to go.
What?
I've
But
got
he can't even
drifts
pass
up.
Chastain.
I've got the broadcast on in the background. I'm not really listening to them, but it's good that we have a crew chief in the booth for this race.
Yeah.
And next week,
Briscoe
it's
on
like,
pit lane.
yeah,
Yeah, like next week's one of those ones where Letard just takes over.
yeah, he's gonna have to. It's a good thing Larry's not in his little booth gimmick for that race.
Why, I like Larry in his little booth. Give us some trends, Larry.
I liked him in the booth.
Yeah. Yeah, we need
Bell's
Klaus
going to
back
go
in
3
here.
wide to try and unlap himself here, going down a backstretch.
That's who we need in here next week is Klaus, so he can give us the some of Larry's thoughts on the race with the different strategies.
Richard Stenhouse is putting up a fight against Bell here.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it looks like Chastain is doing what I mentioned because he's
Gregson, Thane, Smith,
Yep.
Village. The only
Was
puzzling
Logano?
one is Logano because you figure he needs all the points he can get.
Yeah.
The hell was that little Humpty dance there by the gas? Man.
It helps the fuel come out faster if he's dancing his legs around.
He's dancing. That's the current meta.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a little vibration to help the air feed back up into the can.
It would be funny if that would be like the NASCAR version of the tush push, right?
Yeah.
By the way, over on the IndyCar side, 2 to go. And can you take a guess to who's leading?
Mario Andretti.
Yeah. Hello, Pillow.
Yeah.
Where's Dixon?
Dixon. I don't even know if he's in the race. He's 14th.
God damn.
Bob asking those guys after race 1 last year if they can beat below. Aged like wine.
Mm-hmm.
If they have any chance at this point. Not only is Pillow a great driver, but also the luck also falls his way almost constantly. That's the other part of it.
Logano is pitting and dropping down the board.
I'm guessing that they're going to wait maybe 5 more laps to pit Chastain. When did Blaney pit?
15 laps ago, I think.
Okay.
12 laps ago, something like that.
You give yourself maybe a 20-lap offset.
Right.
Blaney. That'd be pretty good.
I got to feel more of these crew chiefs are going to do a 2-tire call.
Yeah.
With less than 50 laps to go.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Bell's definitely catching him.
Tim Brown
We've seen how hard it is.
says they're camping down the road from there. I don't know if that's Milwaukee or Iowa.
So who is
I'm going to guess Milwaukee.
Who is the leading call that's already pitted?
Gibbs.
Gibbs. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Gibbs right now. Which is, and I hate this percentage of fuel remaining thing.
Yeah, it's too much of a gimmick.
Because they don't know.
Because we've seen it. Wasn't it McDowell that had 2% remaining and ran 12 laps and then did a burnout the length of the front stretch?
Yeah, it always happens. So Pillow is the 3rd driver to win 6+ races in back-to-back seasons. The other two were
Alex
Mario,
Below and Alex Below.
Mario and Sebastian Bourdais. No AJ
Yes.
Floyd on that list.
Uh-oh.
Whatever you want to say, my friend. Whatever you want to say. I'm an official
feels-
Corey Haim fan after he tied AJ
Man,
for being the second driver to win 2 of his first 15 starts in Cup.
Sebastian Bourdais, another great driver, he should not be on that list. That's a little ridiculous. Like, I mean, he was racing against, 10 other people in Colt?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, like what did he get, 4 straight titles?
Yeah.
There, that feels so cheap.
Then he went over to F1 and got schooled.
Jane Smith,
by
Darrell, and
Vettel.
Zilich all pitting. Gibbs is up to 5th right now. Gibbs is getting ready to go past Gilliland, and Gilliland hasn't pitted yet. The Gillionaire. Great comment by him on Actions Detrimental this week. But it's the most celebrated 24th place finish he's ever had.
Yep.
Yeah, if I remember right with Bourdais in F1, what happened was Red Bull hired him for Toro Rosso and was basically like, you know how to drive, so we're just not going to support you or help you out in any way. Just be the best driver on the team. And then Vettel came in, I think, like after Scott Speed got fired and completely outclassed him.
I should see if we could get Scott Speed to join the watch party.
That'd be fun.
He's
That
a
would be
freaking
fun.
hoot, man. The Gillionaire
I would love to
got
get
passed
him
by
on.
Gibbs, and he's not even pitted yet.
I would love to try to get him on the record as to if he punched out Lance Toss. Because that was what he claimed at the time, and he's kind of backed off since.
I don't know. My favorite was him wrecking. Was it Stenhouse that he wrecked for ARCA so that Allgaier could win the title?
Yeah.
He basically said that was for my guys. They worked too hard to win this championship, and if I wasn't going to get it with them stealing it the way they were trying to, they weren't going to get it either.
Bell had a moment.
Bell getting some moments there.
His DJD interview is fascinating because, like, he kind of just, like, he didn't. The reason why he acted like that as a person back then was he basically was the kid that succeeded at everything and suddenly found himself in a Formula One car, like all out of the blue.
Jeez.
Yeah.
35 to go. Chastain, Gregson, Gibbs, your top 3. Nemechek and Bell rounding out your top 5.
If these guys don't pit, they're going to catch Gregson, but I don't know if they'll catch Chastain. I just don't know if Chastain
making it
can
without
make
pitting. Chastain's
I don't know.
Could Chastain try to just not pit?
Look at Tim Brown coming up with the old Hocevar reference. Hocevar's mama ran the track with Kenny Wallace. I'm really trying to get Kenny to message me back so I can get him to come on here for a guest appearance. And I would love to have Kenny on here as a guest. That would be a blast.
Yeah.
Well,
that would be insane.
I should probably ask Weaver. Weaver's got his damn number.
Kenny?
Yeah.
I got his phone number.
Now.
Well, send him my damn number and ask him to give me a shout. You knucklehead.
I can send it to you.
We should try to get Weaver on here for Phoenix or Dover so that you two can just argue the entire race about if it's a short track.
I don't know if Weaver will come on with me anymore. He's big time.
Yeah.
Doing that Dale Jr. download DBC stuff.
Yeah,
But
job classed us.
talking with Marcus about caution periods.
My impression of that whole round table was it was just a giant propaganda piece for Cars Tour and SMI tracks and all their properties they own.
That's why I didn't bother with it. When I saw Marcus was on it, like, okay, you guys are dumb. I don't care.
But it was interesting listening to Marcus talk about the soccer owner in Nashville. You could tell Marcus does not like that guy.
That fucking
No, not at all.
Nobody likes
promises and now he's backing off of it.
Well, he's also leading the whole campaign to try to stop them from doing that.
He said something like, apparently you can just lie to people and it's okay.
Yeah. Well, that's all. Like, if you go to Nashville, there's really not this groundswell of people who are like, we don't want the track there.
Right.
Most people
there's a group
apathetic to it,
but it's not a big group. It's just a vocal group.
And if you look into it,
my first question to Marcus, if I ever get to talk to him again on the record, is why did you tear down the backstretch grandstands at North Wilkesboro? The backstretch grandstands were the nicest stands on the whole freaking property. They had suites at the top of them. They were awesome. And he freaking tore them down. I don't understand. You'd have another 20,000 seats. That's my question I want to ask Mark.
Man, it would be something if Chastain would have won this by not pitting.
He's not going to win it. Not going to win it.
Do we know if he absolutely needs to get fuel?
Well, according to their percentage thing, he's at like 8% left, and he's got 27 laps to go.
I think he would be going over 100 miles. That's a lot.
Cindric is 21 ahead of Chastain, 31 ahead of Priest.
I wish they were showing like Chastain's telemetry and stuff to see if he's like lifting early, you know.
So Chastain's last lap, he went a 24.8. Ty just went a 24.6, but he also just got by Gregson. So, okay.
All right. So now, it's a drag race. Ty Gibbs needs to make up 13 seconds.
So 24.9 for Chastain, 24.5 for Ty Gibbs.
Statman Dale previewing already for next week that we will be on here next week live. Is next week a Saturday?
Yep.
Saturday night.
Ooh, I have to call somebody.
Uh-oh.
Because I have a certain personality that said he's not allowed to do shit on Sundays, but Saturdays are free. So one of the 3 Saturday races, I want to try and get him on here.
I'm going
to have to message him and see if he can be free on Saturday night.
You got 3 of them coming up?
Yep, we got 3 of them left.
25.2 for Chastain, 24.6 for Gibbs.
0.6 of a second.
Close.
So he should catch him with 3 laps to go, give or take.
That's absolutely wild, man. Like, Chastain might win this. And the tire wear is going to be better next year with the new pavement. If you
Depending on what they use for aggregate.
Yeah.
Because I still think if they use broken bottles and shards of metal as an aggregate, it could be awesome.
Goodyear's going to have,
but it would be amazing if they did.
Goodyear's going to have to bring the softest possible tire they have for next year.
Never going to do it.
Yeah,
anytime it's a repave, they bring freaking Flintstone tires because they don't want them blowing out.
Yeah.
Because Goodyear does not want the negative publicity of tires blowing out.
One's pitting.
Oh, man.
Which one?
Oh, man. The one.
Oh, the one. You just said one spitting. I'm like, which one's spitting? There you have it. I do love that paint scheme, by the way.
That would have been
Shout out to Busch Light. Very nice Midwest farmy paint scheme.
I'm guessing the fuel.
Hey, you got to assume this will be 2 tires. Dude was slow getting plugged in. Be interesting to see Chastain run out with like 2 laps to go because he didn't get plugged in well. All right, so now it's the race, boys.
Gibbs versus Bell.
Can Bell get him? Gibbs' mama.
Still hasn't pitted. I wonder if he could steal.
Thanks for putting the thing on there that says Ty's mom, just so we know that Ty's not dating a 50-year-old woman.
Good to know. That is Mrs. Heather Gibbs, I believe.
It is. That's why it says Heather Gibbs at the bottom of the picture.
That's crazy.
Oh, I don't know. Glaxon's pitting too, even though he wasn't anywhere near the lead at that point.
Cold Custard pitting. I guess he hadn't pitted.
Hey, you know,
Grayson.
I'm sure the Gibbs family would be happy with
out
Ty.
of the top 10.
I'm sure the Gibbs family would be happy with Ty winning anywhere, but I gotta imagine they got next week circled. I mean, that's the home race.
Yeah, home race.
Yep.
Yeah, like if you listen to MRN, he says his hometown is Washington, D.C.
Who, Ty?
Yeah. Whereas TV says it's Charlotte. Right?
I remember for years on MON, Gordon would say his hometown was Charlotte, even though that's clearly not the case.
Well, depending on your definition.
Yeah. I'm guessing Ty probably
he liked to play that Pittsburgh card, even though he moved there when he was 5.
With the timing, I think that Ty was probably grew up though when Coy was working with the Washington football team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were Coach Gibbs was there, 04 to 07?
Yeah. I'm sorry, guy. I need to respect the traditions and use their original name, the Washington Glee Club.
I really feel like Bell's going to get him. I may be wrong.
Barry in 4th.
Yeah, Barry.
Barry's the fastest call in the top 6 right now.
So he can use a caution. Huh?
Yeah, he gets a caution. He's in this game.
I was really hoping Keselowski was going to do it too.
Bell has not won since Bristol. Ty Gibbs also has not won since Bristol for somehow.
Because they run different races.
This would be Barry's first top 5 since New Hampshire last year.
Oh, jeez.
He finished 2nd in that race.
Let's say race ain't over yet. I'd really like to see a caution right about now, so that you get a bit of a organic finish of 6 or 7 laps.
If you're Bell, you're probably loving this and knowing that, next week JGL is really good at Richmond. Week after that, Bell is usually almost unstoppable at Loudon. I mean, there's a good chance he could go and finish. I don't think he's going to catch Ty Gibbs in points, but he could finish 5th in points easily, even though he's 10th right now.
Logano was battled all the way back to 15th from his horrendous pit stop. Zilish is 1 second back from Dylan to get into the top 10. We are under 10 laps to go, boys. And Bell is faster.
He's faster, but every time he gets there,
he's trying to get on it too hard coming out of the corner, and he keeps breaking it loose.
Will he knock him out the way?
I doubt it.
Can you physically knock someone out the way?
Yeah, that's one of the questions with this car. Is the lap down car going to come into play here?
It looks like Tyler Allen and Heather Gibbs are just staring at each other.
Gibbs is right there, gets up into the schmutz, probably picking up some junk, going to take him a lap to get it off the tires.
Man,
that was not a good turn by Ty.
Ty Gibbs potentially wins this on a day where the highest winning Spire car is only 24th.
Mm.
That'd be pretty nice.
So they didn't get that set up, I guess.
Yeah.
Or Gibbs changed their setup this year.
We spent all weekend talking about the Fords here. And as this race comes to a conclusion, we have 4 JGR Toyotas in the top 6.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Oh.
To be fair, you do have 2 Fords in between them.
Yeah.
And then how about Chastain is the best Chevy? Did anyone expect that?
No.
And Allmendinger is the second best.
And he picked Kyle Larson to run like crap. That's what he's doing. 4 laps to go.
How about AJ one top in 8th?
Who's in my lineup this week? I like that. My lineup this week. I forgot to update it, so I've got Bell, Gibbs, Barry, and Herbst.
Nice.
Oh God!
So I got the top 2. The 4th. Herbst's the only one dragging me down.
I don't even remember who I picked. Pretty sure I had Logano in there, though. Two laps to go. Bell is
Bell's
there.
Looking inside.
Bell's trying to pack air on the back spoiler. Into 3. Can Bell get to the back spoiler? He's getting there. He's not close enough to get enough air on him. White flag is out. Next flag is going to end the race. Brad Keselowski right in the way. Why is Keselowski not pulling down to the inside and getting out of the freaking way? That's really dumb. Ty Gibbs is going to be your winner.
Ty Gibbs wins at Iowa.
Bell, 7 second place finishes this year without a win.
Your lead lap finishers.
Only
Ty
10 lead lap.
Gibbs, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Josh Berry, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Chastain, Allmendinger, Byron, and Austin Dillon. That's it.
I believe this finish will launch Barry into the top 30 in points finally.
He's ahead of Kyle finally.
I think he was already ahead.
Yeah.
Zillage
Zillage
Kyle today.
They are going to take Connor Zillage out to Chuck E. Cheese tomorrow to celebrate finally putting together a good oval race.
Where did he fit? 11th. Yeah, that's a good day.
2 second place finishes in a row for Bell.
I saw he was moving up that list of people that finished second in the season, a whole bunch before their first win. Harry Gant was the record this show.
Blaney got by Barry before the checkered.
Well, that wasn't very nice of him. So, Ty, that's how you could say he's figured out the short tracks on the Cup side. 2 wins on short tracks.
This race concluded after 2 hours, 57 minutes and 47 seconds.
Too short.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm thrilled.
I
Less than 3 hours.
Hate it. And what are we in miles, by the way? Like 275 or something?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It's embarrassing.
I know I'm not going to do math because I'm tired.
All right, there's that. Change this to say checkered flag. Change the color to be old.
Oh,
because
I don't think there was any cheers or boos when he came out. It just sounded like indifference.
Indifference.
You mean
The Ty Gibbs indifference.
I thought
Yep.
NBC was the one guilty of piping in big crowd noise.
I'm looking at those sunglasses and thinking of the Intimidator gargoyles. It's just we come a long way in this world, and I don't know if it's a good long way, but it's a long way.
It looks like he took a pair of like 80s sunglasses and put them Montoya white on them, like of the Flames.
Yeah, I hate the sides of them. I hate the front of them.
Yeah, oh my goodness, the sides look terrible.
That was like it was a high school shop class project or something.
Like, look at what Bell has. Nice and simple.
Please do not pull
You're supposed to take the breathe right off your nose before you interview too.
Please do not pull the monster on the expensive TV equipment.
Nah, screw that. Don't come out to the front stretch for your victory interview.
I don't mind the nose strip because it's Kyle always did that.
Massey. This is another.
Why are we dumping Monstro Sirius logo?
Another Arco.
Oh, damn it.
Steve Post. Get him, Post, man. Chris Bell, second place for the 105th time this year.
See, he pours the monster on the hood. It seeps down to the engine to shrink down the engine a little.
No, it gives it extra battery power.
It's not something about making it legal.
That's basically what Monster is, right? Battery juice.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
Yeah. They used to sell Monster Unleaded, which was basically Monster but without the caffeine or the energy was. It was just the Monster.
Which, like, what's the purpose?
Yeah, it's like non-alcoholic.
It's like non-alcoholic beer. What exactly is the reason?
If you're a Monster athlete, you can actually still order it.
Somebody explained to Ty that you're supposed to do the bow facing the crowd.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I saw a commercial yesterday for a whiskey that was non-alcoholic. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's not like somebody drinks whiskey and goes, I just love the flavor of this. I just wish there wasn't any alcohol in it.
You know,
I was going to buy one of the Bud Zero things just as a joke for like a 4th of July party. And I get it, and it's like the person at the grocery store still wanted to see my ID. Like,
that doesn't make sense.
Okay. I'm guessing it's because Bud just doesn't want kids to be drinking something that
brand association thing. Yeah, it's like them getting rid of the candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Funny thing, and I think they might have changed it now, but when they were first out, the THC infused beverages, you didn't have to be 21 to buy those in South Carolina. You could sell them to anybody.
That's crazy.
I think they've changed that now, but initially you didn't have to be.
I love the AWS commercial with the F1 cameo. The engine noises are a V12, which has not raced in Formula One since 2005.
Nice.
All right, boys. Well, I think that's going to put a bow on it. Thank you both so much for showing up. I thought it was going to be me by myself all day, so I'm really thankful that you guys chimed in here, as well as I'm sure the 168 people watching also appreciate that they didn't have to listen to me the whole time. So for Michael Finley and for Mike Massey, remember, Front Stretch is free for now, but we need some support. So if you can afford it, give to your heart's abilities. Frontstretch.com/donate will help us stay away from a subscription model and give you all the free content that we do. So for Mike, and for Mike, we did the 3 mics again today. I love that. We appreciate y'all being here. We'll see you next Saturday night for the races at Richmond. Thanks for joining the Front Stretch Watch Party.
Adios.